Love It Football is brought to you by the Love It Lionbackers, Ruth's Chris Steakhouse, the steak dinner done right, First Landmark Bank, Bank Smart, Bank Local, Melwood Springs Natural Spring Water, Atlantic Grill, your neighborhood grill, Play It Again Sports Buckhead, your neighborhood sporting goods store, Concord Pharmacy. When you have your health, you have everything. The Metro Atlanta YMCA. Here for Atlanta. Here for good. And by ESE Networks.
Patrick Stadium. It's the kickoff to the 2019 season for the Love It Lions, playing their perennial rival, the GAC Spartans, from up in Norcross, Lilburn, or wherever we call it, off Indian Trail Road. This is Richard Jarakitis, happy again to be joined by my good friend Ward Jones as we're here on a steamy night, and folks are smart enough not to get out of their cars in their air conditioning yet. Ward, I didn't think we'd be here in this new palatial, albeit cramped, press box. We used to only have 2 of us in here, and now there's 22 of us in here.
It's 2019, so I guess the times are evolving. We got a full house up here, and it's awesome. Happy 2019 season.
Just so you know, our national anthem is being sung by Will Houck. Our camera operators can't find Will apparently on the field, but they will.
Alec, give me a square view of the Alec, raise your camera with it.
They need to be out on the field shooting. Bennett, Alec, don't know which one it is, but go out on the field with that camera and shoot them coming through the banner.
Yes, indeed, your national anthem from Will Houck. By the way, our invocation was given by Cammie Holmes, and our flag raising is done by the Love It Ultra leaders, Chauncey Hill and Fritz Van Winkle. Ward, we didn't have the benefit of the Love It Ultras when we were in school.
I don't even know what the Love It Ultras are.
They're our spirit group.
Okay, yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah, I did know that.
That's easy enough. So 2019 season, we're certainly familiar with the Spartans, with Tim Hardy's squad, a perennial deep into the playoff team, and we took a little bit of time to look beforehand at their offensive starters. They've eaten a lot of fried chicken.
They are well fed, and they are some NFL-looking bodies out there with that offensive line, especially at left tackle with Miles Hinton, second of the Hinton boys, the very talented father of Chris Hinton, with longtime NFL guy, and his second son looks like an NFL left tackle right now. So you'll see that. You can't miss that tonight for sure.
And for GAC, he goes both ways. He plays both offense and defense for them, and he's 6'7", 320. Across the front, they run Addison Nichols, a sophomore, is 6'5", 290. Josh Goodrich Bell, he's a senior. He's 5'10", 275. David Mondragon, who's played, I think, almost every snap his high school career. For the Spartans, he weighs in at 5'10", 260, and Bobby Kincaid rounds out their offensive line. He's 6'1", 260. So they don't shy away from bringing big linemen here to the Riverbank.
Yeah, they're impressive. And by the way, you said the Riverbank. I feel like every time we've ever played GAC, it's been out there. So what a relief to not have to type in the Google Maps there to try to figure out a way to venture over to GAC on a Friday afternoon. Much easier to get down here to the Riverbank.
So, Ward, tonight's opponent we're still covering in terms of the size, but they also have a pretty talented quarterback, Jackson Hardy, who's the son of their head coach, Tim Hardy. I can't remember. I think he's committed to some school up in the Northeast. I just can't remember which one.
Yeah, that's when you say GAC, you think of some of these skill players on offensive line, but one thing that stands out to me over these years that we've played on GAC is their quarterback play. Whether it be a strong right arm talent that a couple of years ago that's now at Stanford, and it seems every time they've had a really good quarterback that is very smart, very talented, and runs this complex offense that GAC likes to put in action on Friday nights.
So we should mention that any rebroadcast, reproduction, or other use of the pictures and accounts of this game broadcast without the express written consent of the athletic director of the Lovett School is strictly prohibited. The captains have not made their way to the sideline yet. Officials have control of the field. We're about 7 minutes away from kickoff, so Ward and I used to go around the state and take time to tell you about other games around the state, but we've had a lot of games that were played last night as part of the Corky Kell Classic. And we'll be reporting on quite a few games. Big one we're watching around here is Westminster and Woodward. Ward, before we get started on our starting lineups, Blaine McAllister, who's been our 3-year starting quarterback, he had some impressive 2018 statistics.
Oh, yeah. Incredible year last year, but starting as a sophomore as well. He was overall 147 completions in 271 attempts and threw for over 1,700 yards, 1,771 to be exact, as you can see, 12 touchdowns. He also has got kind of quiet speed, as you like to say. He's got that long stride. It never looks like he's trying really hard, but he covers a lot of ground. He had 461 yards on the ground and 12 rushing touchdowns, as we love to do that zone read. And it seems like a little bit late, but Lovett's finally coming out of the steps down there from the locker room, and we're about to get some captains here for you. And yeah, Blaine's had quite a career, and he'll look to continue that for his senior year with more accomplishments to come.
So kind of interesting in terms of usually early in the season, the officials have made it a real habit of taking extra timeouts. That may be what we're facing tonight because it's a really humid night. Did you check any of the weather conditions?
Well, when the storm rolled through up in Marietta, the temperature dropped a good 10 degrees. It got down to 81 degrees, but I think it's boiled back up a little bit. I don't know what the temperature might say officially, but it is thick down there, and I'm sure, almost certain that we'll get those maybe those extended breaks for the heat that won't count as timeouts. Get these guys with some liquid. That's been tough all year so far with practicing. I mean, my goodness, it has been some heat index, either canceling practice or going inside, or I don't know if they had early practices, but it was some tough conditions for a good solid week there.
Yeah, there were plenty of 98 and 99 degree highs much of last week. Well, you can see GAC coming out. The Lions are gathered at that northwest corner of the field here at Martin Kilpatrick Stadium, and they'll be bursting through that banner. Ward, why don't we go ahead and look at our captains, our starting lineups. We've talked about weather and field conditions.
Well, again, a hot, humid night. Field conditions are great. This field looks as good as it's ever looked. And captains tonight for GAC about to get this coin flip. Got number 4, senior Tyler Bride, running back, defensive back. Number 7, senior Jake Hicks, wide receiver, outside linebacker. Number 12 is Jackson Hardy, the senior quarterback. And number 78, Big Miles Hinton, a 6'7", 320-pound offensive defensive lineman. It looks like Jake Hicks is in street clothes. Maybe he's injured, but he's nonetheless captain. That's tough to see. Captaining tonight for the Lions. Let's see, we got definitely Blaine McAllister as one of our captains, the senior quarterback. And big Luke Wall, our offensive lineman, 6'5", 225-pounder. See, that's also Cole Peiswitz down there, our senior linebacker wide receiver. And that's our 4th captain is Tebow Brooks, senior lineman there. We're slowly but surely going to get a coin flip here. moving a little slowly in Game 1 highlights here. We're just feeling it out, getting the Game 1 going. Do we have some starting lineups? Starting with defensive line for the Lions will be big number 57 senior Luke Wall in one end. On the other end will be senior Carter McIntosh, and in the middle at nose will be Tom Bethea, our linebackers tonight on defense for the Lions. On the outside will be Anderson Beaver, a freshman. On one side, Ritter Wyndham, a senior. On the other side, and our middle backers will be senior Tebow Brooks, senior Mike Valls, and senior Cole Peisowicz. Our DBs tonight, boy, we missed some. We got some spots to fill in the defensive backs this year. And we'll start with Colin Goldberg on one side at corner, a junior, and then on the other side will be Andrew Pinkston, a junior, and our senior safety is Aiden Camillo. And now our offensive line tonight down in the trenches at one tackle we'll have Dobbs Davey, a senior. At the other side will see Luke Wall. Guard will be Tebow Brooks, a senior, and Tom Bethea, and our center is William Stimmel. And our wide receivers tonight on the outside will be junior Colin Goldberg. On the other side will be sophomore Logan Givens, and tight end will be Carter McIntosh. And our backs tonight, senior Mike Valls is the fullback, and our tailback is senior Henry Beery, and our captain quarterback is senior Blaine McAllister. Looks like GAC wins the toss, elects to defer, and so the Lions will get the ball to start tonight. Welcome to 2019, Game 1 on the Riverbank.
And we're going to do our best to make sure our streaming isn't interrupted. It's nice to be here at home in this air-conditioned press box as opposed to being at Avondale where we'd be sweating like crazy. But we're just a few moments away from kicking off this 2019 season as all the coaches are out there. To our right, they're certainly ready. A lot of effort goes into every single broadcast, but especially a lot of effort goes into Love-It football from cheerleader and through. And you can see the Lions take the field as they're about to start this 2019 season. That's something new, a flag, Ward.
Yeah.
Haven't ever seen that before. Let's see. Cole Peisowicz carrying it. That's interesting. The Jolly Roger. If we win, do we say hoist one for the Jolly Roger? I see. That was B.O.B. on that banner for Band of Brothers. Well, so much for the pregame segment. We do want to mention that our pregame segment is courtesy of Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. And for tonight, I can tell you, Center State Bank will be our halftime sponsor. So we look forward to introducing you to a little bit more about Center State Bank. Keys to the game for GAC, Ward?
Yeah, they're going to want to use that big physical offensive line and set the tone with their running game that they've always had solid, and let their quarterback get in advantageous situations for play action to get it to those good receivers. Obviously, they'll want to control the offensive line and control the game with their offense and running game. Obviously, turnovers for both teams are always going to be a key, so they'll say that. And they're going to want to get those linebackers involved on defense, flying all over the place and keeping us in contain. Keys for the Lions will be the same thing. We're going to need to establish good field position and not make mistakes.
So Beery gathers it in right around the goal line, and he's got some running room. He's up across the 30, up across the 35, and finally run down from behind by Will Gary, who kind of overrun it to start with, but a great return by Beery as he puts the Lions in good field position at the 39-yard line. I was quickly looking for a flag, and that's a good way to start the season. So the Lions will set up 1st and 10, moving from, as you see, your left to your right towards that north end zone. So GLAC will start in an even front, 4-man front. Lions in a pistol set. Power pistol. Will fake it, look. McAllister's going to try and keep it, come to this sideline, find a little bit of room, maybe pick up 5, and then get upended right around the 44-yard line. Bryant Strother, along with Monte Bailey, brought him down, but we'll call Monte Bailey's name a lot simply because he's going to be running the ball so much for them. GAC to have as many talented ball players, they will have a lot of guys play both ways. So 2nd and 5 lines from the 44. McAllister will send 2 wideouts left. Vols is in the slot. 1 wideout to this side is Goldberg. He puts Vols in motion. McAllister takes it, rolls to his left. He's under pressure, and he's going to throw it a little too high. Going up for it right around the 47-yard line was C.J. Burnett. Was Logan Givens.
Yeah, we tried to roll over there and kind of do a comeback route, and Blaine just throwing against his body there, threw a little high, had pressure coming off that backside. I don't know if he saw that, but he took a pretty good hit at the end of that play, left in pressure there. Tried a couple pass plays to start. Again, you can see the athleticism and the quickness of these safeties and corners for GAC as they close fast.
So 3rd and 5, and that'll draw a 5-yard mark off, and it may be enough for a first down. I see old Scott Cook on that far side box, and they will give it to us. They'll move it out to the 49. It'll be 1st and 10 lines from the 49, as I think they may have made it by about a half an inch.
Yeah, exactly 5 yards on the first play and exactly a 5-yard penalty. So that's the first of what will likely be many drawn offsides, as Lovett's one of the best teams in the state at doing that.
So 1st and 10 lines, we've got a bunch set to the left. Goldberg split out to this near side. We'll take it, look, swing it out to Beery. He gathers it in, and he's going to get across midfield, but on a nice play by their defensive end, he came up. That was Thomas Lohman who came up, one of their inside linebackers, and dropped him after just a 3-yard pickup. It'll bring up 2nd and 7, and Braves did win 3-2 last night, right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Walked it off.
Oh, Acuna.
Some guy named Ronald Acuna. Does kind of well against the Marlins.
Rather fitting. 2nd and 7 lines just into GAC territory at the 48. We'll go with a power set, go under center for the first time. Take it, run a little bit of a trap. Beery cuts back inside and is going to pick up a first down as he rumbles for about 8 yards down to the GAC 40.
Well, good kick-out block on, like you said, almost like a trap block there. A little delay there, and then good run-in after contact from Beery's. He really carried 2 to 3 defenders forward and fell, 2-3 yard gain after contact there, and a first down for the Lions, the second one on this drive. Good-looking drive to start.
Trey Henry and Monte Bailey finally rode him down, but before he picked up 8 and a line first down. 1st and 10 lines, the GAC 40. This time we'll go shotgun again. Beery will flank McAllister. Here comes GAC with a little bit of a blitz. They give it off to Beery, and he tries pecking at that line for maybe a yard. So brought down right at the 39 that time by Will Calhoun. So we'll call it 2nd and 9 from the 39. Lions have 2 receivers split to this near side, 2 receivers split out top. Now we'll put Vols in motion. Again, out of the eye set, we hand it off to Vols, and they really cut in there quickly and drop him right around the 38, give him a yard, and it'll make up 3rd and 8.
There are those linebackers again. Just think we called those guys 100 times last year and over at GSC. I'm sure we'll call them 100 times tonight, it seems like. Big third down here for the Lions offense.
Calhoun with the tackle for GAC, and the Lions face a difficult 3rd and 8. So out of the shotgun, McAllister looks over this near side to get a play in from Coach Moak. He's got 3 receivers to this near side. Goldberg split out wide left. Long count. McAllister takes it, has some time. He's going to swing it out to Beery. He's going to cut upfield and get bounced out right around the 29-yard line, but it'll be just enough for a Lovett first down as he picks up 9 and a Lovett first down at the 29. Beery did a good job of cutting inside Evan Bird, but Bird finally bumped him out. And, boy, here comes Hinton.
Can't miss him. That was almost like a little delayed waggle, and instead of going all the way down the sideline, Beery kind of stopped, and good eye control there by McAllister to get those downfield defenders to kind of sit back, and then Beery, good run after the catch.
So, again, we go under center. We hand it to Beery trying to run wide. He's going to cut back inside and get pulled down by Helms there. Spencer Helms, their senior outside linebacker, 6'5", 205.
Boy, if he doesn't make that tackle, that thing might go to the house. It looked like it was well blocked at the beginning, but that defender got off the block and made a good shoestring tackle there. That thing goes for a bunch more yards.
Well, the Lions have controlled this for over 4 minutes now in this opening drive. We're scoreless here, as you can see, on the Riverbank, game 1 of the 2019 season. Again, shotgun set, 2 receivers to this near side, 1 receiver, Goldberg, up top. We throw it underneath, complete, right down inside the 20, down, and I hope it wasn't ripped loose.
Well,
We found Charlie Hoke.
he was wide open. I haven't seen an official make a call.
I think they're saying he was
ruled
down. We
down,
found
yeah.
Charlie Hoke. He must have recovered it somehow because I think he was across the 20.
Yeah, I never saw a beanbag get thrown, but
Monte Bailey hit him. I didn't see a bag come out either, but it's going to be 3rd and 1 Lions from the GAC 20. We may see McAllister call his own number. Shotgun set. McAllister's looking for some running room. He's going to spin and kind of stretch and maybe pick up enough.
yeah,
I think he did.
near official said yes.
So Addison Nichols, the sophomore, held on to him, but McAllister was able to struggle ahead and pick up a line first down. Boy, Ward, we've made 4 first downs by the skin of our teeth.
Almost 10 yards exactly every time. Impressive opening drive here for the Lions. Good offensive line play so far.
So the clock ticks inside 7 minutes here, first period, and the Lions continue to march deeper into GAC territory. Shotgun set for McAllister. He puts a man in motion as Beery's going to flip it and coming to this near side and trying to find a little bit of running room. Logan Givens took it wide. Boy, I thought we had a chance. We get that one block, and I think Givens is off to the races.
Yeah, our coaching staff was going crazy over here on this near sideline. Try to get that block. It nearly was a block in the back after it wasn't blocked very effectively, and the coaching staff immediately came out. I think they realized that if that block gets executed, that might be a touchdown.
But he picks up 4 down to the 16. Well, give him 3 down to the 16. Bryant Strother was in on the tackle, but McAllister's going to take it, swing it out to Beery. He's going to cut inside, stay on his feet, get it down inside the 15, down to around the 13, to give him the 12.
Well, he bobbled it on the reception, which I think actually helped him because he had to stutter his feet, and he went inside on that block and then outside. Got good yardage, 3rd and manageable here on this impressive opening drive for the Lions, chewing up some clock.
It's 3rd and a long 3. We've got to get across the 10 inside the 9 for a first down. GAC jumped again, and that'll be enough for a first down. So 1st and 10, or rather 1st and goal lines from the, we'll call it the GAC 7 on that encroachment penalty, and the Lions will go shotgun, put Hollingsworth in motion. McAllister follows his blockers. I think that's Bethay, and he follows inside the 5 down to about the 3. He got good blocking. Tom Bethay at the point of attack, he just rode Bethay for almost 4 yards.
Yeah, Bethay, great blocking there on that side, and that's our old bread and butter play. We'll probably do that a few more times inside this 10-yard line.
Bryant Strother, along with Will Calhoun, brought down McAllister. 2nd and goal. We'll call it the 3. McAllister keeps it. He's going to get hit hard right around the 3 and go down just shy of the goal line.
What a hit by that defender for GAC that prevented a touchdown.
Yeah, that was Monte Bailey again.
Blaine was able to fall forward, though, as he got hit by another defender. So he got down inside the one. And again, a good hit there by the GAC defender to save a touchdown for the moment.
So 3rd and goal from just inside the one. Ball is nosing up against that goal line in that north end zone. And the Lions will go with, again, shotgun set. 2 receivers to this near side. McAllister takes it, fakes it to Beery, and he's going to stroll in for a Lovett touchdown. Touchdown Lions, Lovett 6, GAC nothing with 4:33 to go here in this first period. What a drive for the Lions to start the season.
Impressive blocking. Blaine looking like midseason form. Henry Beery running the ball really well on both runs and pass after catch. And you see the replay, great block there on the trap there. And an easy, I don't even know if he was touched, an easy touchdown there for the Lions. Really impressive drive, an opening drive. We'll see if we can get a recap as Lions shift over for a extra point attempt here. Snap is good, hold is good, and the kick is good. So the Lions take a 7-0 lead with chewing up a bunch of minutes off the clock there. An impressive drive. Your Ruth Chris scoring recap. 15 plays, 61 yards, 7 minutes and 28 seconds coming off the clock.
So I hope you don't mind. We're going to throw it down to the field in just a moment. This is a new element to these broadcasts for the 2019 season. We have some talented sideline reporters who will give you color throughout the season about what's going down on the field, on the sideline, with the ultras, with our cheerleaders, with our coaching staff, and almost everything in between. So we're going to go to Madison Peavy right now.
Hi, I'm Madison.
I'm Katie.
And I'm Grace. And we're here at the Riverbank for Lovett's first game of the season against GAC, where the score is currently 7-0 in favor of Lovett. And I have to say that all of the students are more wild than ever, taking the Western theme to the very next level, wearing tons of jorts and tons of cowboy hats. It is very fun, and we're really excited to see how this game turns out today. Back to you, Richard and Ward.
That was awesome. Great job, you guys.
That was very good.
Incredible.
Very good. We're impressed. The only thing bad is them referring to jorts. I feel like we must have gators in the stands.
So it's Western theme tonight, I guess?
Western theme. I didn't get to know that. Thanks to Madison Peavy, Grace Schneider, and Katie Freiberger, our sideline reporters for the 2019 season. Great jobs, y'all.
We'll definitely get back down to them soon.
So Henry Beery, who's had to do the yeoman's work for the Lions, carrying the ball along with Blaine McAllister, will tee it up and kick it deep, and he will launch it into the end zone. No chance for a return by Damon Fleming, and GAC will start out 1st and 10 from their own 20. Well, a great return by Beery to start.
Yeah.
Gets us out to the 39, and the Lions carry it for their first score of this 2019 season to go up 7-0.
I mean, what a first quarter for Beery. Goodness.
By the way, the Corky Kell Classic was canceled tonight. Coolray Field is flooded. Yes, sir.
Only in Atlanta.
Only Tommy Wiggs wouldn't be able to figure that out. 1st and 10 GAC. They'll go single back. They'll hand it off to Bailey this near side. He stutter steps. He's going to come down the sideline, pick up 15, 20, and finally get ridden out. Oh, that was Bride. I thought it was Bailey. It's hard to tell. That was Tyler Bride. And
Boy.
Mike Vols finally had to run him down. They got great blocking out of Hinton on this edge.
We looked like at the line of scrimmage of the snap, we had that covered, but then he stutter stepped and broke outside. We lost containment. And what a good run there for GAC at the start. My goodness. He had a burst of speed, too, to get to that sideline.
So 1st and 10 Spartans after that 20-yard pickup. Hardy will take it, throw it to this near side, complete and into Lovett territory as he found Zach Mixon. Mixon's pulled down by Cole Peisowitz, Ritter Wyndham, and Mike Valls, but not before they pick up 13 and another GAC first down.
You know, 2 plays, 2 chunk plays there for GAC. A long run there and a nice run after the catch on a short pass. 2 first downs for GAC.
So they'll go pistol set out of the shotgun. Hardy will hand it off to Bailey. He spins ahead. No, check that. That's another run. Yeah, it was Bailey. He spun ahead to the 40, picks up 7.
Well, Tom Bethea busted through his block, and he's slapping his helmet. He thinks he probably should have had that tackle for a loss, but some tough running there for GAC as he got about 7 or 8 yards there after contact.
Wyndham brought him down, but he picks up 7 and makes it second and 3 for the Spartans at the line's 40. They're moving towards our south end zone as we get deep into this first period. Hardy back. He's going to throw it deep, and it's going to be overthrown as it looks like he was trying to find Helms right down around the goal line. They split Helms out wide that time, not from the tight end position he typically plays.
Well, an impressive throw there, but even better protection as there was a defender even close to GAC quarterback Jackson Hardy. He threw a spiral just a yard or two too long there, but had great protection all day long to throw.
So 3rd and 3 Spartans. Hardy goes under center. He'll hand it off, and bursting inside goes Monte Bailey as he's going to pick up 7, almost 8, and finally be pulled down by Ritter Wyndham along with Aiden Camillo coming up from his safety position, but it's enough for a GAC first down, and they'll have it 1st and 10 from the Lions' 32. Quickly, they have ripped off 48 yards for this opening drive as GAC trails 7-0. So they'll go I set this time. Hardy's going to hand it off again to Bailey, and he's going to get pulled down by Wyndham sliding across. But he's going to pick up almost 7, all the way down to the Lions' 25-yard line.
Well, good blocking up front. Those big physical GAC linemen are opening some holes, and I'll tell you what's a little bit obvious so far on this drive is the yards after contact, Richard, with these running backs. We're getting some licks on them, but that first hit is not bringing him down.
Problem is, if you've got linemen still leaning on you, it's hard to get another arm on them. Shotgun set for the Spartans. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to this near side. He's going to throw underneath, it looks like to Mixon, and he's going to get spun down inside the 25 down to the 21.
It's a first down, but that's just good tackle right at the point of contact. No yards after the catch. But Colin Goldberg, the junior cornerback, played a lot last year as a sophomore. He's going to play even more as a junior.
Well, they give him all the way down to the 20, and so GAC has a fresh set of downs as we tick inside 2 minutes in this first period. So this time Hardy will go with 2 wide receivers way wide right. He brings Bride back in, and Bride's going to try and get wide, and he's going to get pulled down for a loss back around the 21-yard line.
Well, a good run blitz in there. Can't quite make out who that was, but really broke up the flow of the play. And then a good
Michael, it looked like Michael Hollingsworth.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Grabbed him and finally
grabbed him by the shoestrings,
yep.
And then the Lions converged on him. And that's one of the first times that this Lions defense has gotten a negative play there.
So 2nd and 11 GAC from the Lions 21. 2 receivers wide right, 2 receivers wide left as Hardy's going to drop back. He's got plenty of time. He's going to throw it underneath, and it's going to be picked off by Camillo. And are they going to mark it at the 1?
Well,
gosh, that's really funny. Usually they would have marked that into the end zone because the momentum pulled him into the end zone.
Well, Colin Goldberg, I thought he might have gotten there a little early, but he got his hand and that ball tipped up, and then the interception on the tip drill. The good news is that we get the turnover and prevent the scoring play there. Bad news is they're marking that at the 1 actually on the replay. I think he made the right call. So we'll be backed up, but we get the turnover. The Lions defense opportunistic, and the good defensive play by Colin Goldberg to break that up, and then the interception there. The Lions are in business now, but they've got almost full length of the field to go. So
So 1st and 10 Lions as we go shotgun set. And we're going to hand it off to Beery, and he's maybe going to pick up a yard, maybe two. He's brought down there by Damon Fleming along with Aiden Bailey, but he's going to pick up two and make it 2nd and 8.
Yeah, if we could just get one first down, that'd go a long way. We had such a great opening drive, and this quarter's about to slip away in a matter of – almost seems like the clock's been running the whole game.
So McAllister's going to keep it, struggle across the 5 up near the 8.
A good run in there by Blaine, kept his legs turning. He's been great yards after contact, and he gives us a little bit of breathing room as it'll be 3rd down, though. 3rd and manageable. I wonder if the Lions will throw it here or stick with the run. And that's the quarter, Richard. So break, we can have a little timeout here to evaluate what we want to do on this 3rd down.
So it's time for us to talk about our Lovett Campus Shop Athlete of the Week as we head towards this 2nd period. By the way, we should mention again that the Cork-a-Kell Classic is flooded out at Coolray Stadium. They got flooded tonight. Our Campus Shop Lovett Athlete of the Week is 8th grader Kaylee Stargell at the 2019 Junior Olympics. Kaylee broke the national 200-meter hurdles record not once, twice. First 13-year-old in history to break 26 seconds in the event. So congratulations, Kaylee Stargell. You're our Lovett Campus Shop Athlete of the Week.
That's amazing. What a talented 8th grader, my goodness.
I could run 20 yards in 26 seconds, but not with a hurdle.
Well, an impressive first quarter for the Lions as a 15-play drive yields a touchdown after a good kickoff return. And like we said, Richard, I think few of those first downs, we got exactly 10 yards. And then a couple of good runs later, and then the 2 offsides penalties, the coaching staff for GAC will be going crazy about those, gave us first downs, and then Blaine took it in. And then we get the opportunistic, it looks like GAC was kind of doing what they want on offense, but we get the opportunistic turnover. And now we've got a little bit of breathing room coming out from the 1-yard line. We've got 3rd and manageable here. Be great to get at least one first down here.
So 3rd and 3 Lions, we start this 2nd stanza. 3rd and 3 Lions from the 8 in the shadow of that north end zone goalpost. So shotgun set for McAllister. They're showing blitz. He looks back over the sideline, see what Coach Moak calls out of this set. 2 receivers to this near side. And they are coming with a blitz, and we're going to throw it underneath. Oh! In and out of the hands that time of Charlie Hoke. Boy, Blaine cut it loose, but I know Charlie wishes he'd had a chance to
I almost feel
hold
like
on to that.
He felt like there was footsteps right behind him, but he was wide open and could have turned and would have easily had the first down. So missed opportunity there for the Lions on offense. A good throw, and like you said, Richard, Charlie will tell you 99 times out of 100 he should have that catch, if not 100 times out of 100. Good little space route there, just kind of sitting down in the zone. And it would have been a first down, but the drop will force us to punt here.
So Aiden Camillo will drop back into his own end zone. Good snap. Camillo gets away a wobbly kick towards that GAC sideline,
nice.
Takes a good Lovett bounce into GAC territory and didn't give Brooks Miller a chance to return it. Essentially a net 45-yard kick. So we'll throw it down to the sideline for this segment. Madison Peavy, what do you got?
I'm here with the varsity cheerleading captains, and I would like to ask you, what's your favorite part about cheerleading?
My favorite part is definitely the dancing. I love making up dances with Daly and Maggie and showing them to the team.
My favorite time is being able to do the halftime shows during every game.
I really like dancing as well, and also just hanging out with our team. It's really fun. And how long have you prepared for this game?
We've been preparing for this game for like a week and a half. We also have other dances to learn at the same time for the next game.
We've been preparing for like a week, and we've been so excited about all of it.
Just recap what just happened. Jackson Hardy dropped back on 1st and 10 and tried to find Mixon down that far sideline, but we broke it up as Goldberg got his hand on it. Ritter Wyndham got his hand on it right around the 30-yard line. The pass fell incomplete. It'll make it 2nd and 10. GAC from their own 47. I set for the Spartans. Hardy will hand it off, and coming to this near side is Bride. He's still on his feet. He's going to pick up enough for a first down as he gets down into Lovett territory right near the 40-yard line. Boy, Ward, they got great blocking.
Well, that was the formation. Look, power left, and that got us. That was a perfect call. And like you said, Richard, that was just perfectly blocked as we had nobody 5 yards down the field. He was clean and then got even more than that. We might be lucky to make that tackle where he did save a touchdown.
Aiden Camillo brought him down, but not before he picked up 13 and a GAC first down. Early second quarter, Lions lead at 7-0 here on the Riverbank. Shotgun set for Hardy. He's going to throw it out wide to Mixon, and he's going to get spun down by Goldberg and Wyndham, but not before he picks up 8 down to the 32-yard line. Good throw by Hardy that time.
Yeah, he's a big, size-wise quarterback. Looks like he has a nice, strong arm, too. Seen a couple of nice spirals coming out of the hand.
And he certainly likes throwing it to Mixon. A couple of seniors who've been throwing back and forth to each other probably for a number of years. So shotgun set, pistol set. He puts a man in motion. That's Lohman. And Hardy's going to hand it off and up across the line of scrimmage, down inside the 30, down to around the 28-yard line goes Bride. He picks up 4.
Again, we missed a tackle there right at the line of scrimmage that, would have probably been a play for a loss there. But these GAC runners are physical, and we're having a tough time bringing them down with one-on-one.
1st and 10 GAC from the Lions 28. Hardy will take it, pump fake, look deep, and just in and out of the hands of Mixon right at the goal line.
Wow.
On a diving play.
That looked like it was going to be a touchdown. It's a couple of incompletions with open receivers there, just barely missing.
Goldberg was defending that time. Stops the clock with 10:08 to go.
We're under a new defensive coordinator. First time in a long time we haven't seen George Pribish's defense, or George Pribish roaming the sidelines here. We hope George is doing great. If he's listening, or if he might be here.
Pistol set. He's gonna hand it off inside to Bride. He's gonna get hit by Vols right around the 25. Struggle ahead inside the 25 down to about the 23. It'll make it 3rd and 5. So 3rd and 5 GAC. At the 23, closer to 3rd and a short 5 or long 4. Hardy's going to keep it inside the 15, inside the 10, and down to about the 6-yard line goes Jackson Hardy. Slicing over for the Lions that time was Andrew Peakston, but boy, Hardy just rumbled inside.
Well, they gave us a little bit of our own medicine there on the zone read. I don't know if film study showed too many quarterback keeps for the quarterback. He had a huge hole and a big first down gain and into the red zone. 1st and goal for GAC. They have had a few chunk plays tonight on offense.
So first and goal, GAC from the 7. They're going to hand it to Bride. He looks for running room. He's going to get hit, struggle ahead, and go down right around the 1 yard line. Boy, we could not get him down. He went in and out of the hands that time of Wells Camerson, who got a good lick on him but just could not hold on. Finally, Camillo dropped him just shy of the goal line.
Now you think they'd run that same play again. They're going off right side a bunch of times on this drive, and it's almost strong left formation, but they're running right, and there's some good blocking on that right side with those big GAC linemen.
So second and goal, GAC, he may just sneak it. And he does. Hardy was able to hold on to the ball. He'll go in to score, and GAC is a point after touchdown away from tying it up. Impressive drive for the Spartans as they took it after a line punt, but they're going to knot it up probably off this extra point attempt by Beck Nagel.
Impressive running game throughout that drive. Not as many passes. A few passes they did were incomplete, so trying to take advantage without a big physical offensive line. And I tell you, Jackson Hardy is probably going to run the ball a little more this year. He's listed at 6'4", 215, so GAC will line up for an extra point. The snap is down, hold is good, and the kick, once again, GAC has another good kicker, no surprise. So GAC ties it up at 7. Your Ruth Chris scoring recap. GAC goes 9 plays, covering 53 yards, and they chew up 3 minutes and 24 seconds off the clock. And they get the touchdown on the sneak, and looks like we might go down to the sideline again for a report. Nope, okay, we're going to hold it right here. So tie game, 8 minutes and 22 seconds left in the second quarter. And the Lions got the early turnover after a long drive for GAC, prevented points, but that second drive by GAC was nearly flawless. And what's noticeable from up here, maybe to you guys watching, is the physicality of this offensive line and the good running from these backs for GAC. They're really good after contact. So the Lions will get it third possession. First drive was amazing, 15-play touchdown drive, and GAC answers right there. A really nice drive of their own. They had a little shorter field after Lovett couldn't convert the first down after the turnover there. We'll see what we can do on offense.
By the way, I want to know what's up with the the GPB Sports Football Fridays reporting tonight. There isn't a score posted. Let's go to the sideline for a moment.
I'm here with today's best dressed for the Western theme, Sally and Nick. So what inspired you two for your outfits?
I just got a lot of spirit for this team, and so try to go out for every every theme that we have for each game.
I just got a whole lot of love for this squad. We got a great year ahead of us. Everything I put on, it's just dedication to the squad, and every little bit we can do,
Thank you, guys. Back to you, Richard and Ward.
Thank you, Madison. That was impressive. Didn't know we had so many Florida Gator fans at this school. Those Jorts are killing me. So Beery returns it from about the 4-yard line out to the 24. He's brought down there by Trey Henry, and the Lions will have pretty good field position to start this third possession. Knotted up 7-7 from their own 24-yard line. First and 10 line, shotgun set for McAllister. He's got Pinkston to this near side. Logan Givens split out wide up top. He'll fake it to Vols, look, and throw it complete up around the 40-yard line, and diving ahead up to around the 43-yard line. It's Carter McIntosh, who did a good job of gathering that in and picks up 18 yards in a line, first down.
A strike thrown there by Blaine is perfect throw and a nice catch. Good. Lions will go hurry up.
Again, out of the shotgun, McAllister with some time. He's going to try and tuck it and go, come to this near sideline and dance out right around the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on that. He was chased out there at the 46 by Hudson Higgins.
Good protection there by the offensive line. Plenty of time for Blaine to find somebody, but good coverage downfield. So wisely, I tell you, Blaine looks even quicker this year than he did last year. He's got a bunch of nice runs tonight, and it looks like we'll have a timeout, either injury or water here. Maybe injury. One of the big defensive linemen, that looks like
Abdul Bari.
Coming off with a little bit of a tender left leg.
So officials timeout. Credit McAllister with 4 on that carry instead of 3, and so Lions with 2nd and 6 from their own 46. We're inside 8 minutes. Again, shotgun set. One receiver right now. He puts Beery in motion. He looks under some pressure. He's going to try and swing it
wide open,
deep, complete, down inside the 30, down inside the 20, spins inside the 10, still on his feet, and we lost it down inside the 5. Trying to struggle ahead was Logan Givens, and GAC comes up with it.
What a throw there by Blaine, wide open. Blaine used eye control like he was going to throw short, and then he threw a bullet to a wide open receiver. I tell you, fighting for extra yards there. He got that ball ripped out.
Logan Givens, just a sophomore, made an outstanding catch as he got behind the GAC secondary. But I can tell you, he'll redeem himself. That was a fantastic run after catch.
Well, he got hit on the 11 or 12-yard line and carried a defender, and then about that time 2 more defenders, and one of them ripped it out of there. And a turnover for the Lions, the first of the night. So the turnover battle is now even, 1 apiece. And much like the Lions' turnover when they intercepted it, GAC's fumble recovery inside the 5, a little better than Lovett's field position starting at the 1.
Hardy's going to hand it off and looking for running room, but not finding much. Was Bride that time. Tom Bethay came over. I've been impressed with Bethay. He is he's given up about 60. Tom is giving up, let's see, 194. He's given up about 81 pounds and holding his own inside. So 2nd and 7, long 6, short 7 for GAC. They've got 2 receivers to this near side. Power set. They hand it off to Bride. He's got some running room coming to this side. Pinkston tries to grab at him, and he's going to dance outside and finally be pulled down around the 34-yard line. Oh, flag.
God, I was looking at the monitor, and
I thought
going
Pinkston
crazy.
didn't have much of a chance to.
Jeez, they missed 2 holds there, one at the line of scrimmage. And I think GAC might be injured on the sideline, that running back. Boy, I thought they missed a block in the back and then a hold, but they got the second hold. It really looked like an advantage to spring there with an illegal block, and I still think this might be a kind of a gain for GAC as the flag was dropped at about the 19. So a downfield block, and great running there, great blocking, but it looked like Tyler might have come up injured. Fine running back. Well, you look out on the field and you can tell how big these guys are, but then you look at the monitor and you get one of these good close-ups that you guys are seeing and how big this offensive line is. I mean, Addison Nichols, 6'5", 290. My goodness. Well, the officials are talking this one over for a while, probably trying to figure out where the yardage should be marked off to, but it is going to go back to the 9. So a break for the Lions there, big penalty on a big run there. They'll get to repeat the down, but won't have quite as far to go. And as usual, when we have one quick quarter, usually the next quarter is a good bit slower.
So shotgun set, pistol set for Hardy. Low snap. He has to dive on it right around the 8. We go diving for it, but he's going to gather it in for about a 1-yard loss. Snaps have been sort of low in shotgun for them. Bethay was back there diving for it. Luke Graham was back there also. We're going to play a lot of sophomores this season. to give us some depth and also in prominent roles. Luke Wall comes off. I just saw his grandfather, J.T. King, a little while ago. So shotgun set, 3rd and 6 for the Spartans. Hardy's going to look, launch it deep. He's got a man out there, and it's complete up around the 35-yard line on a fantastic catch.
Yeah.
Brooks
Wonderful.
Miller reached back for it.
Well, heck of a throw, too, but an even better catch as he had to throw it over. Our defender had a step. Receiver, you see the replay here. We blitz up the middle, and they pick it up great, the running back, and then look, just a perfect throw and an even better catch. Pretty good coverage. He had about a half step on him, but that quarterback threw him open right there. And a big first down for GAC on the 3rd and long play there.
So 1st and 10 GAC from their own 35. We'll be inside 6 minutes in just a second. So they'll go single back set, put a man in motion. They're going to hand it to him coming wide. That's Mixon. We try and turn him inside. He's got running room up across the 50 into Lovett territory. Beaver turned him back inside, but he had sealed that edge. And they get a big 16-yard pickup there. Ritter Wyndham brought him down with help that time from Michael Hollingsworth. But
I tell you, Richard, this GAC team is physical, and it's starting to take its toll on this Lovett defense. Not just from the up-front blocking. These running backs are all running straight downfield and not afraid of contact and are getting yardage after contact.
So 1st and 10 Spartans just inside the 50-yard line. The line's 49. Hardy will fake it, look. He's got some time, but he's going to go down for a loss as the line's collapsed on him. Good job of Cole Peisowitz.
Well, they had no underneath receiver, really, that you could see. Those two outside receivers up towards the GAC sideline were on fly routes, both well covered, and then a secondary underneath, I guess, bottled it up in a coverage sack there for the Lions.
Yeah,
First one of the night.
Wells Camerson did a good job of closing on him after Peisowitz sort of flushed him. So we'll call it 2nd and 13. He'll hand it off to Bride, and Bride's going to get hit hard in the GAC backfield.
Well, a timely run blitz there is you
Luke
either
Graham.
guessed it right, yeah, or thinking pass, and then Luke Graham just bottomed up, and somebody from the interior, too. That looks like
Tom Bethea again.
Yeah, Bethea's been all over
give Graham
the place.
credit, the sophomore. He dropped him for a 2-yard loss. It'll make it 3rd and 14 GAC. From there, we'll call it the 47-yard line.
Well, defense is bowed up here on these last 2 plays, and a 3rd and long. We'll see if the Lions play coverage or send some pressure up the middle. I think GAC is going to call their first timeout, Richard.
So GAC will call a timeout with 3:53 to go here. Facing 3rd and 14. We want to mention that school's back in session, and that means the Lovett campus store is fully stocked with brand new Lovett Spirit gear, gifts, and supplies. Their prices are always lower than retail. There's no sales tax, and all proceeds go back to the school. You will never lose when you shop at the campus store. Open Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m., and Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. I bought something from the Lovett campus store today. Had to pay cash for it, too. Dadgummit. They don't take my credit anymore.
Well, a good battle here on the riverbank of this first game of the 2019 season. We're all tied up here late in the second quarter. GAC going to have a big 3rd down here using their first timeout.
So 3rd and 14, GAC from the 47. And Hardy will go 2 receivers to this near side and look this side. Now back the other way. He's under some pressure. Bethea's going to pull him down. He's going to pick up 3, but it's going to force 4th down, and GAC may be punting it away.
Well, again, great coverage downfield. Nowhere for Hardy to throw down there. He tried to run it, and we bottled him up. He got a short gain there, but a good defense. Good 3-play stand there for the Lovett defense as we sent him backwards on 2, and then good coverage and force what looks like a punt here. First of the night for GAC. I'll tell you, Buffet is all over the place, Richard. What a first half he's had.
So Baylor's going to get this punt away, and it's just going to be a high, lazy kick that Goldberg does nothing to try and field, and he's going to let it be down right around the 13-yard line. So we'll turn it down to the sideline. Again, Madison Peavy.
Hi, I'm with Mr. Alick, and so what do you think about the crowd today?
We have a wonderful, wonderful crowd here tonight. I'm so proud of our kids. I moved here from Texas, and I feel like I'm back there. It's Go Western night, so excited to be here.
Yeah, thank you so much, and back to you, Richard and Ward.
That's the shortest I've ever heard Dan Alick in my life.
He was nervous.
He must have been nervous. But he had that bow tie working.
Again, a new feature for us having the halftime report. Great job down there.
So 1st and 10 lines from their 13. We're knotted up 7-7 in a real defensive struggle here for GAC and the Lions in Game 1 of the 2019 season. Again, shotgun set, and we'll look to hand it off inside to Hollingsworth. Makes a stutter step up across the 20, up across the 25, and enough for a first down. Trey Henry brought him down, but not before he picked up 12 and a line first down.
Here's a chunk yardage for us. What a great run. Good blocking up the middle there. Good power run. Seems noticeable, Richard, that we're using a little more of the play clock. I wonder, I'm believing that's by design to keep this GAC defense on the field, but they've done a good job of using a good bit of the play clock all night long.
On this 1st and 10, we'll fire it out complete right up around the 35-yard line and brought down at the 34 as he had to come back for it a little bit. Boy, they're going to give us a great spot, almost 10 yards and a first down. So it'll bring up 2nd and just inside a yard.
Yeah, I'm with you, Richard. He came back for that ball and then tried to cut back around by going backwards. A good spot. I guess they ruled forward progress had stopped, and it'll be 2nd and short. A good throw there by Blaine. We'll go under center here for the first time.
Man in motion. We are going to hand it to Hollingsworth, trying to come to the edge. He's going to cut up inside and pick up enough for a first down right around the 38-yard line. I love this monitor, by the way.
Yeah, good setup there. Looked like we were going to go short yardage. Instead, we go jet sweep. Well blocked on the edge, and we'll go hurry up now.
Bird, along with Damon Fleming, brought him down. It'll be 1st and 10 lines from the 38. Clock isn't our friend right now. Bunch set at that wide side. We throw it complete again to Hollingsworth. He's going to get across the 40 up near the 42-yard line. Give him 4 on that. Tyler Bride.
Boy, that was a good
job.
Brought
him down there.
Richard, by Tyler Bride to break the block. If he doesn't break that block, that's a big game. We might get out of bounds with a first down. So the clock's ticking with 1:12. Lovett has all their timeouts left. We'll see what they do here.
McAllister's going to roll, throw it complete, and Logan Givens comes up with it right around the 49-yard line. And what do we say? He's going to redeem himself tonight. He's hit there by Evan Bird, but not before he picks up another Lovett first down. Clock's inside a minute. We have all 3 timeouts remaining, right?
Yes.
Yeah. 1st and 10 lines, just shy of the midfield stripe. Out of the shotgun, McAllister has 2 receivers to his right. He's going to throw it complete, trying to get to the sideline and maybe into GAC territory. He had to cut back inside. Is there a flag on us?
Yeah, it's going to be a legal block in the back over a I'll tell you, these defenders on the outside for GAC has played those short passes brilliantly. Not only did they stop it for minimal or no gain, they're going to get a block in the back.
So timeout on the field, 39 seconds to go, and I'm afraid it's going to stop the clock for that penalty. They'll mark it back into Lovett territory, back to the 40-yard line.
Well, during this timeout, we'll tell you what is the True Blue Fund and where do its dollars go, whether it's inside or outside of the classroom. The True Blue Fund helps Lovett live up to its mission of nurturing the whole child, mind, body, and spirit. As is the case with fellow independent schools, the True Blue Fund is a yearly fundraising appeal to bridge the gap between total cost of running the school and tuition revenue. Tuition alone cannot fund the entire cost associated with private education at Lovett or any other independent school. Tuition only covers about 80% of our school's annual operating budget. Therefore, Lovett relies on gifts to the True Blue Fund to raise a portion of the additional 20% needed to sustain the school's commitment to providing each student with the highest quality education possible.
And you're listening to two Lovett grads from long, long ago explain that to you. So remember, True Blue Fund is vital to the school, something we rely on to provide many, many things, support that can't be measured simply by dollars.
Well, a promising drive here. Very late in the second quarter, we're all tied up 7-all.
Want to give a quick shout out to Mike and Jane Weaver listening up in Hall County, out on Jim Hood Road. 1st and 19 lines from their own 40. Shotgun set. Hollingsworth and Vols flank McAllister. Now they're going to flip-flop. Play clock down to 7, down to 6. McAllister's going to take it, throw it underneath, and it's complete to Hollingsworth, but he's only going to pick up a short 2-yard pickup. He's going to get out of bounds to stop the clock with 33 seconds left.
Well, just a safe little screen pass, but well defended, well read by GAC's defense. We do get out of bounds to stop the clock, but not much of a gain there.
Damon Fleming, their inside linebacker, made the tackle at the 42, and the Lions will again go shotgun set. 2 receivers to this near side. McAllister looks. He's going to throw underneath on another screen. And
wow, what a tackle.
Flying up right around the 45-yard line was Evan Bird to trip up Hollingsworth, but there's a flag, and I'm afraid it's on the lines. We may not have.
I think our formation was off.
Yeah, I don't think we had 7 on the line.
What a open field tackle there. That play looked like it was going to get blocked for a big gain. Well, the Lions are going backwards here with 2 big penalties. We'll get the call here. Yep, it was a formation penalty on Lovett, so Lovett to go backwards again. Their second penalty on this drive. We've gotten all the way up to near midfield. Then had a holding penalty on a short pass play that cost us at least 10, if not 12, and that one cost us 5. We're going backwards here. Only 24 seconds left. Clock is running now.
19, 18, 17. Lions with 2 timeouts, but we're not taking it. We're going to hand it off inside, trying to burn clock, it looks like, and we're going to get up across the 40 and finally get pulled down. Do we call timeout here and launch it deep, or just let the clock run out? GAC's not calling a timeout, and I think that's where we're going to head as to halftime as the clock ticks down to 0. So we've played 24. We got 24 more to go, and the Lions are holding their own against the GAC Spartans here on the Riverbank, game 1 of the 2019 season. Knotted up 7-7. I want to mention you should stay tuned for our halftime show presented by Center State Bank. We'll be back and visit with special guest Ted Gilbreth. You're watching Lovett Football on the Lovett Network, courtesy of ESE Networks.
It's the camera on me. Okay. So I'm not doing it anymore.
They're just going to the halftime show.
Hi, I'm Madison Peavy, and I'm here today with Ted Gilbreth, our school's new athletic director. So you've been here for about 2 months. What have been your first impressions of Lovett?
I think my overwhelming first impression is it's a really friendly place. Everyone I've met, students, staff, coaches, administrators, parents, everyone's been really welcoming. And as a transplant, that's been a nice discovery.
And what were some of the reasons why you chose Lovett?
For me, as an athletic director, you want to work with kids and coaches, athletes that are inspiring and are dedicated to their craft. And my sense of the Lovett coaching staff and the athletes on those teams was that that's exactly what I was going to have if I made the move to the Riverbank. And that's been a really satisfying observation in the early days too, just how passionate the coaches are, how hardworking the kids are. So it's been great on that front.
In your opinion, what is the importance of team sports for student athletes?
I think the value of any independent school education, even a public school education, is the toolkit that kids are leaving with. So what skills have we developed in them? And we live in a collaborative world. So unless you're going to be a hermit, you're going to be working with other people. And I think team sports specifically are a great opportunity for kids to develop their capacity to work collectively towards a common goal. And the great thing about athletics is it adds an element of relatively harmless stress to their teamwork. So tensions can run high, they could get overly excited, they could be frustrated, and they've got to figure out how to continue to work together in that context. And so in that sense, I think it's just great preparation for life beyond, certainly Lovett and college and into their professional lives.
And what would you say is your favorite sport? And did you play any sports when you were younger?
I feel like it would be a bad idea for the athletic director to answer the question that I have a favorite sport, because it's going to, somebody's going to be offended if I do that. My best sport when I was a youngster was lacrosse. I was a lacrosse guy, and most recently, my coaching experience has all been in lacrosse and a little bit of football. In terms of watching sports, like most of them, and watch everything, definitely don't have a favorite sport for all of the Lovett parents and students who are listening. And I try to stay active now, not really a golf guy, more of a like surfing, paddleboarding, that sort of stuff.
What are you looking forward to most as Lovett's athletics director?
Definitely looking forward to getting to know the individual Lovett student athletes and who they are. I think once you have a better sense of who the kids are and you get to know them, it makes all of their accomplishments on the athletic field that much more enjoyable. So really looking forward to getting to know the kids at Lovett.
Thank you so much for your time and welcome to Lovett.
Thank you. Go Lions.
Go Lions.
Halftime here of game number 1 of the 2019 season as the Lions and GAC in a Triple-A contest. Not at the same region. We used to be in the same region for a long, long while from back in the early 2000s. All those years of playing against Mike Abernathy and all those outstanding GAC teams from long, long ago, and the Lions are holding their own against the Spartans here. 7-7 as we got 2 more quarters of football left. Hope you've enjoyed what we've done so far tonight with our sideline reporters, our instant replay, our added graphics. We are working on this. It's a work in progress, and we hope that you end up enjoying it. Want to give some shout-outs tonight. Steve Franks, he's probably fallen asleep by now, but Coach Franks, Debbie Franks watching tonight, Alan Goodwin watching tonight, John Beecham and Ann Beecham, we've gotten texts from them. Scotty Taylor, he's been watching all night tonight. He had lots to comment on. He even said, great job tonight, good game on the kids. But I'm not supposed to attribute that information to Scott. Oh, doggone it. You can say you received the information from a credible source if you believe that to be the case. Sorry, Scotty boy. So as you saw, our cheerleaders were able to perform at halftime. We've got a great crowd down there. Saw a lot of folks. Saw John Stevenson, Robbie Camerson, Megan Stevenson, Jeff Upshaw. Lots of good Lovett families down there tonight supporting the Lions, which is great to see. The Ultras are turned out with their Western theme night, although I would call them they look more Florida Gator with their jeans tonight. It's going to take us a while, by the way, to get through first half statistics and any sort of scoring recap. Also, if they go back and watch on archive, we're going to try and get Owen Linenkold to maybe sit down and do stats for us at halftime next time, or at least spot maybe during the third period. By the way, if you're wondering if you're looking for any Corky Kell scores along the network, you're not going to find any Corky Kell scores because Coolray Stadium is flooded tonight. All the Corky Kell games that were supposed to be held there are flooded. So we'll go to Concord Pharmacy's scoreboard, and we've got a few scores to pass on to you. Newton leads Alcovey, second quarter 14-0. Parkview leads Mountain View 7-3. That's a second quarter score. Meadow Creek and Wesleyan are tied up 7-7. Decatur is all over Lakeside DeKalb 23-0. Decula leads Discovery 7-0. That's one of the new high schools Discovery is. Lanier and Peachtree Ridge tied up at the half 7-7. Those are two outstanding ball clubs. Camden County is all over West Forsyth. That's a halftime score, 41-0. Sprayberry leads South Forsyth 10-6. That's a second quarter score. Another second quarter score. Etowah leads River Ridge 14-3. Heading into halftime, Villarica leads Campbell 21-7. Some scores a little tiny bit closer to home. New Manchester leads Pace Academy 14-6. Cartersville trails Allatoona 6-0 at halftime as they head towards the first time that Allatoona has, I think, led Cartersville in 4 games. More scores courtesy of Concord Pharmacy. And this is a little bit farther away from home. Coffee leads Brunswick 21-0. Second quarter, Woodland Cartersville leads Southeast Whitfield 15-0. Fellowship Christian leads North Springs 27-7 at the half. Blessed Trinity leads St. Pius, that's a halftime score, 21-0. Flowery Branch leads East Hall 28-0. That's also a halftime score. And Woodward leads Westminster 3-0 heading into halftime. So that kind of gets you wrapped up on scoreboard from around the state at halftime. We're just a little inside 10 minutes away from kickoff. You may be seeing that it says 6:55, 6:54 on the clock. They'll reset it for 3 minutes. And we hope you also enjoyed Ted Gilbert's halftime segment as our new athletic director was interviewed at halftime. And that was something we wanted to make sure you had a chance to enjoy and learn more about Ted as he's moved down here to take the reins of the Lovett Athletic Department. Lots of things going on for the Lions around the school, including things with the start of school now that we've had about a week underway. Some of the news from around Lovett is we're going to talk about the Linebackers ladies tennis tournament, but as we mentioned with Ted Gilbreth being named our interim athletic director, we also have Virginia Seiler, who's taken over as the varsity girls soccer coach. Virginia, a member of the Lovett class of 2011. She was named head coach of Lovett's varsity girls soccer team this summer, and that's a role that includes oversight of everything that's soccer-related at Lovett for grades 7 through 12. Also want to give a shout-out tonight to Big Tyler Caswell, old 1-6. It's always good to hear from TC. He impresses us with his outstanding knowledge and leadership. Tyler is the president of the Georgia Touchdown Club, or rather Atlanta, why did I say Georgia? The Atlanta Touchdown Club. And we're happy that Tyler takes such an interest still in Lovett football. Tyler Caswell, outstanding member of the Lovett class of 2004, who also will probably grace us in the press box at least once or twice this season. So get ready for the second half. We'll be back with you in just a few moments.
No one's answering you. Say, can anyone hear me? Can anyone in the press box hear me? No, I want you to stay here. You're seeing this? Hey, look. Have you run this camera yet? That's kind of... Yeah, I'm going to get you a better tripod than this one. Like, you should be shooting McAllister about like that. I tell you what I find is easiest. Instead of moving your arm, I get my arm against their body and move my body. You haven't figured that out? Doing a good job, everyone. All right, let me know when you get up there. Is the person that's been sitting here against that rail bothering you? I didn't know if it was in the right camera. Okay.
See 7-7. Ward, how about our halftime stats?
Well, a good first half for the Lions as we got a tie score. You see GAC rushing the ball very effectively. Saw a buddy down in the stands ask me, why do you think GAC just doesn't run it every play? They had the decisive advantage on the rushing yards there. 103 rushing yards for GAC, just 59, which is pretty good for the Lions. We were good in the passing game where they only had 53 at 119. So total yards, we actually have the advantage there. Both teams had a turnover. GAC did throw an interception and some costly penalties late for the Lions there as we looked like we were driving. And then a couple of penalties really hurt us, set us back. We decided to just run the clock out. So pretty even half, and the scoreboard reflects that for sure as we're getting ready for second half play here on the Riverbank.
Need to give a quick shout out to Sarah Ann Vaughn, the long-suffering spouse of Woody Vaughn and mother of Sally. Sally, as you know, was featured as best dressed tonight with Pierce Schmidt-Fellner. Her mother corrected me that she's no Florida Gator, although I will say again, she's dressed like one in those jeans she's got on. By the way, the T-shirt she was wearing was worn by Woody Vaughn back when he played for the Lions back around 1963-64, I think. She loves all the improvements, she says. And let me tell you, Sarah Ann's a tough taskmaster. I should know. I practiced law with her.
What do you think about the turnout? Okay. Hi, I'm here with
So somebody's got a mic, it seems like. Who knows?
Hi, I'm Grace Schneider reporting from the sidelines, and I'm here with Coach Johnson, varsity volleyball coach.
Well, the Lions will kick it off as they receive the first half, so GAC will get the ball to start this third quarter. And again, they were quite effective in running the ball, especially in that second quarter. Lions held the ball for a long time on that long opening drive, so they dominated on first quarter stats. GAC really was effective there in the second quarter, especially with the running game.
So we'll head to the second half as Henry Beery will tee it up near this near hash mark. We got 24 minutes of football left. Deep for GAC is Tyler Bride standing right at the goal line, along with Zach Mixon, and this ball's going to stretch into the end zone. Beery boots it for a touchback, and GAC will take over at their 20 to start this second half. You know, not as many penalties I would have expected, Ward, out of a game one.
Yeah, it's been, the offsides, couple of offsides for GAC on the hard count. Their coach is not happy about that, but usually first game you see a lot of laundry on the field.
First and 10 Spartans. From their own 20, Lions back off out of a blitz. He'll hand it off to Bride, and he's going to pick up big running room across the 35, still on his feet, get up near the 40-yard line. Boy, they just ran behind Hinton, and he just cleared the road.
Yeah, he graded. That was just wait behind those big linemen and then explode, and he got a chunk again. Some chunk plays in the running game tonight for GAC for sure.
Big 20-yard pickup for Bride, and he gets the Spartans out to the 40. This time they'll go shotgun set. He moves Helm and Lohman, and they're going to burst ahead, and he's going to stay on his feet into Lovett territory. Aiden Camillo finally was able to pull down Bride. Tell you, Ward, like you said, their line wears on you and wears on you and wears on you.
With these backs, too, I mean, they run through that first tackle, it seems like. We've got a good angle, it looks like, from up here, and then, yards after contact has been an important part of this offense. Is wear you down up front, but then these backs are running through these defenders.
13-yard pickup for the Spartans. They're in Lovett territory quickly. And he'll hand it off again to Bride, and he'll finally get pulled down, but not before he picks up 13 again, deeper into Lovett territory.
Well, that's 3 plays in a row off that left guard tackle gap. Those 2 big ones. Miles, the huge left tackle, has done a great job in that guard, too. Kincaid, that left guard, is really blown off the ball in the start of the second half.
Carter McIntosh finally caught up with him right around the 36 and pulled him down to the 33. But the Spartans, again, have 1st and 10 in Lovett territory at the 33. He puts Lohman in motion across the formation. He's going to hand it to Bride again, trying to get outside. We tried to come up inside, and Ritter Wyndham's going to pull him down, but not before he picks up almost 11. Gosh, Ward, all he has to do is just kind of run behind Hinton and just know he's going to completely collapse.
Kind of reminds you of like Le'Veon Bell, where he's not hitting the hole. He's kind of delaying and letting his lineman set the edge or, build a gap inside. That time he ran outside the left hip of Miles Hinton, where he's gone inside the 3 plays previous.
Yes. So 1st and 10 from the 22. He's going to hand it off, this time to Bailey. No, check. Inside the 15, inside the 10 to the 9. Bailey just, he just jitterbugged the entire time finding a hole. Wells Camerson finally was able to corral him, but not before he picks up 14, and they're 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. Eye set for the Spartans as Hardy goes under center. He'll hand it off to Bailey, and he's going to have some yardage off that side. Stevie Bracey did a good job of coming up and making the tackle at the 6 for just a 3-yard pickup.
That's the first time they hadn't gotten a first down. Every play has resulted in a first down so far, except for that. Richard, this reminds me of the game 2 years ago over at GAC, where I think they got mad and felt disrespected in the first half, and we're just going to come out and run it down your throat.
Exactly.
See if you can stop us. We dare you.
So 2nd and goal from the 6. Hardy will put his man in motion. He's going to hand it off to Bailey, and he's going to trip up.
An illegal block there.
Gosh, I thought Helms had blocked in the back. Bailey goes down right around the 2. The turf monster got him that time. Or else from playing D so much, he's kind of gone gimpy. They're going to give him all the way down to the 1. I thought his knee touched well behind the 2. But 3rd and goal, GAC, and we may just see Hardy keep it himself. Hardy goes under center, puts a man in motion. That's Lohman, and he's going to hand it off to Bailey, and he's going to skirt into the end zone right off that right side, and GAC will go up 13-7. 8:59 to go here in this 3rd period.
Well, it's an excellent drive for GAC. Tough one for the Lions here to start the 3rd quarter. It felt like he had some momentum and late in the 2nd quarter, but penalties caught you, and GAC comes out, goes from their 20, and just is physical, power football, big chunk plays. Every play but 2 resulted in a first down. And they get the touchdown and lead at 13-7, and they'll come for the point after here. Snap is good, holds good, and the kick is right down the middle. So GAC takes a 14-7 lead here with 8 minutes and 59 seconds left to play in this 3rd quarter. Your Ruth Chris scoring recap: 8 plays, 80 yards, 3 minutes and 1 second. And 5 of those plays were chunk plays, resulting in first downs to start this drive. Richard, 13, 14, 15 yards per play on those first 5 plays, and that was a backbreaker for the Lions defense. We could not. Seemingly every play went off of that left guard, left tackle. Those 2 big linemen. Miles Hinton will be starting in Division I football next year for Stanford, more than likely. He's that talented. And they've got a young sophomore on the right side of the line who they ran behind in the first half. That time they just went power football on us, and those running backs for GAC They might be small in stature, but they've got powerful legs and are power runners. So we'll need this Lion offense to come out and get a couple first downs and maybe get a score, get back into this thing.
So Becknagel will kick it away, and he'll boot it short, where Berry will get in at the 7. Up across the 20, tries to find some running room. He's going to get gathered up and finally shoved out of bounds right around the, they'll mark it at the 24. He got thrown back. But Trey Henry brought him down at the 24-yard line. First and 10 Lions, they're going to mark it at the 23, rather. First and 10 Lions from the 23.
Boy, that looked offsides again.
He sure
They
did.
didn't call it. I guess he was started off.
He must have been so far back. Play clock inside 10 seconds now. McAllister takes it. Going to throw it complete to Beery. He steps back inside.
What a cut.
Beery down that far sideline. Beery across the 50 and finally going to be pulled down right around the 45-yard line.
What a cut on that play by Beery as he caught that ball, put his foot in the ground, and then showed speed on the edge there. Check that replay out. Watch it. Perfect throw here by Blaine. He puts his foot in the ground and comes inside. Whoa, he juked 2 defenders right there. What a run after the catch for Beery. He's been an MVP tonight on all facets of the game.
A 34-yard pickup as we throw it again and caught by Goldberg.
Yeah, they're going to rule that a completion. A high throw, and then the defender got in on him, and he juggled that thing but caught it as he was on the ground.
Tyler Bride hit him, but Goldberg came up with it and gets the Lions 3, almost 4 yards. We'll call it 2nd and 7 from the GAC 43. 4 receivers to this near side this time, and we're going to swing it out. Complete. Hollingsworth down inside the 35, finally going to get spun down inside the 30, down to around the 29-yard line. Great running by Michael Hollingsworth. He was finally pulled down by Evan Bird. You can watch the replay here, Ward.
Yeah, just a good execution on blocking downfield by our wideouts and tight ends, and perfect throw, and it's just a really well-designed play. Good gain for the Lions. We're going to do the same play opposite side.
Oh, but it – wait a minute. Did
No,
they
that's
say
not.
– I cannot believe they are going to take it all the way. They said it was behind the line of scrimmage, and I think Tyler Bride took it all the way downfield on a pass that was behind the line of scrimmage. And
You
I'd
could
love
tell
to see
that
the
official,
replay.
yeah, that official was calling it all the way right there. That he was right there on the spot. Tough for us to look like up here that he had thrown it forward.
It did look like he'd thrown it forward. Let's see.
He immediately caught.
Let's see if Blaine backs up. That's straight down the line. That ball's straight down the line, which would not be a backwards or a lateral.
Oh, that's a huge play goes GAC's way.
Tyler Bride took it 70 yards to score, and GAC goes up.
Give
20
GAC
to 7,
credit.
yeah.
They didn't stop on the play. They went ahead, no whistle blown. So tough call there. It goes against the Lions as it looked like his arm was about at the 30, and he threw it to his feet were on the 29, but his arm looked like it was just past the 29, and that ball was tipped right at the 29. So in the judgment of the official, that was we blocked the extra point there.
Well, we can't return it.
So that's just going to be
dead.
no good. Boy, a promising drive.
Wow.
Goes terribly wrong with the lateral there. Ruled a fumble.
Ow.
Gosh, we were cruising downfield there, Richard. Just left pass, right pass, left pass, just the short passes. Beery broke one long. And the turnover, our second of the night, ends up in a touchdown, and GAC takes a 20-7 lead. That's disappointing. You know, when you throw the short passes like that, you got to be accurate, and that one was a little high and ruled to be behind the line and backwards, or straight, I guess. And ruled a fumble. So that's a turnover for the Lions and a touchdown for GAC.
What's so bad for Michael Hollingsworth is that ball was behind him. And I guess the first rule is doggone it, catch it. But when you're swinging yourself out like that, it is hard to just sit there and say, oh, yeah, I can gather this in.
Well, he'd fallen down. It kind of awkward fall, and he was trying to crawl to get the ball.
So Nagel will kick it away, and he'll boot it again to this near side. Beery will catch it at the 5, up across the 10, has a little bit of a hole, comes across the 20, up across the 30, still back inside. Nagel turns him back inside, and he's finally hit right around the 43-yard line on a great return. Trey Henry hit him.
A second great return of the night.
40-yard return.
Yeah, great return for Beery, the second one of the night. And Lions will be in good field position. And they were cruising last drive. They had the play calling was clicking there, and fortunately the fumble goes back for a touchdown for GAC. So we'll have to get right back on it and come from behind tonight. Plenty of time. 7:31 left in this third quarter.
So the Lions will send Hoke Givens out wide right. GAC. Now he jumped off. That's unbelievable he didn't see that. He did jump off. He was clearly across the line that time. Out of the shotgun, McAllister will take it. He doesn't have any choice but to take it and run and try and salvage something. Ward, they're getting a lot of pressure with just rushing 4 and sometimes even just 3.
Yeah, that was one of the few times that Blaine didn't have pretty good protection there, and he had to tuck it. Good coverage in the secondary. They've done that a bunch tonight and tried to tuck it and run. I think
Bari and Osawa brought him down.
Go down as a no gain there.
So 2nd and 10 Lions from the 43. Shotgun set. We put Hollingsworth in motion. Fake it to him. Look underneath. Complete. Ritter Wyndham catches it right around midfield and races into GAC territory down around the 41-yard line. But there's a flag back here. Did we get hit late?
Well, great play concept there as we motion right. Looked like we were going to maybe go that direction, and we brought a receiver from the right side of the formation underneath, dragging to the left, and he's wide open and good yardage after the catch, and that is going to be a penalty on GAC. So we'll add to that big play. That'll help.
So was that late hit on the quarterback? Personal foul, roughing the passer?
Yes.
It had to be. So that 15-yard march off will move it inside the 30 down to the 26. And the Lions will have it 1st and 10 from that 26-yard line with 6:43 to go here in this third period. Lions had a promising drive, turned disastrous as Tyler Bride picked up a errant pass and was able to, which was ruled a lateral, and returned it for a touchdown. Colin Goldberg gets hit hard as he picks up about 4 down inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line. Lohman, along with Brian Strother, hit him at the 22. We'll call it 2nd and 6. So Osawa in on that tackle for the Spartans, and the Lions will go with under center for one of the rare times tonight. Beery's your setback. Wyndham's kind of your wing back. Here comes the blitz. We're going to fake it, roll this side, and McAllister's going to throw it complete. Oh, he's going to call it incomplete. Gosh, I thought he came back and got his hands underneath it.
That play was almost disastrous. As our receiver, we were trying to do receiver from the right side coming underneath, and he got tripped up, and then Blaine threw that ball
Brian
woefully
Strother,
short.
gosh, I could have sworn he came up with it. I thought he had his hands underneath. Brian Strother tipped it.
We're lucky that wasn't picked. Both officials said incomplete right away. I couldn't tell.
So 3rd and 6. And the Lions will go with 2 wideouts to the right. And we'll throw it to Beery. He tries to cut back inside. He's going to maybe get across the 20, keep fighting ahead down to around the 18. It'll bring up 4th down, and I'm sure the Lions are saying this is 4 down territory. GAC player slow to get up. Lohman was in on the tackle. Tough running that time by Beery to get what he did. He picked up about 3. So timeout on the field to tend to the injured GAC player. Lions trail at 20-7 here. 3rd period, 5:35 to go. I think we're going down to the field. What do you got, Grace Schneider?
I'm here with Coach Johnson, varsity volleyball coach and assistant athletic director. So, Coach Johnson, what do you think about the turnout here tonight at Kilpatrick Stadium?
I think it looks great. All the kids in the Western wear, they bring in the school spirit tonight.
Okay, well, are you looking forward to anything in the upcoming football season?
All of our home games. We have 6 home games this year, and I'm really excited to get the crowd going.
It'll be so much fun. Thanks for your time, Coach Johnson. Back to you, Richard and Ward.
Thanks, Grace. That was great. We're big fans of Coach Johnson. Of course I am. You know why, Ward. She loves the Auburn Tigers. Come on, buddy. I finally got it in. It took me an entire half of football and part of a 3rd quarter before I got it in. I'm proud of myself.
Had to happen.
I've just been accused of being a communist.
Ubiquitous Auburn reference here in the 3rd quarter. Well, looking forward to football season. Starts tomorrow for a few teams, but next weekend, full schedule. Let's see what the Lions can do here.
4th and 3 Lions from the GAC 19. We've got to get it just to nose the football on the 16. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. We're going to switch Wyndham from the left to the right here. GAC looks like they're coming with a blitz. They are. And McAllister's going to try and keep it and fight ahead, and I don't think he's going to get it.
He needed a long 3, and I think he got about 1.5 or 2. Gutsy call there, but, you know, with the blitz coming on the outside, sometimes there's room for that play up the middle on the zone read. It's really called for Blaine all the way, and that linebacker came up and filled the gap, filled the hole there. Big number 85 made a nice play, too, there.
That's Lohman.
Lohman inside there.
They got a lot more size to match us up there.
Well,
and
GAC kind of bends but doesn't break on that drive, as again we had the rhythm on chunk plays and you know, a big penalty on a roughing the passer, and we were down in the red zone there and couldn't convert the 4th down.
So GAC takes over on downs from their own 18. They'll hand it off to their scat back Tyler Bright, and he's off to the races. 35, we're giving Chase, trying to turn him inside. Pinkston does. He's going to keep trying to give Chase, and he's going to go out of bounds. Well, that was a little late, Mr. Mixon.
Yeah, they called it now. Well, what a run again.
They called that on us.
And that back is down. I don't know if he cramped up or what.
Yeah, I think there's a pretty good chance he cramped up. The comment I was making was.
Watch the replay. I mean, he gets hit 3 or 4 times. We have good containment there. He breaks 1, 2, 3 tackles there and then cuts outside. What a talented runner. I could have sworn they got a late hit on them, Richard, but you think it's on us?
I think it's on us. I think we jawed a little bit. But you'll
see
right there.
Right there. I mean, that's
there's Mixon
in the back and late. We'll see what the call is.
It is. You're right. It is on GAC.
I don't think he could get his flag out of his pocket fast enough. So a good long run as the cramps up on after the long run. He zigged and zagged and zigged and zagged at the end there. It's turning our defender around and around. But the late hit was finally called there as a pretty selfish and bad thing to do. That was stupid. Just plain stupid. There's plays over.
That was Mixon picking up Luke Graham, who was trying to trail the play. So the penalty will move it from the 32 out to the 47. But GAC is back into Lovett territory, leading at 20-7. Hardy's going to throw it deep, looking for a man, and we're going to break it up.
Wow.
Goldberg intercepts it around the 5, going to go down that far sideline where Lohman's going to run him out around the 22.
Wow. He threw that flag right at the 9-yard line. Boy, I did not see interference on that. I thought that was good coverage.
I thought they were both going for the ball.
Came underneath to play the ball. He threw that flag really early. So a very fantastic interception. And I think that's the first.
It's going to be negated, though, by this.
He was tugging on him a little bit. On the replay, you could see that. What an interception, though, but that's going to be called back.
So pass interference is called on the lines. And that'll be a 15-yard mark-off from the line of scrimmage at the 47 down to the 32. So they'll essentially get back to where they were off of Tyler Bride's long run.
Well, you almost wonder why would you pass when you've been running the ball so effectively, but I guess they were trying to maybe set the hook there and get us in a run blitz or a defense more run-prone and get single coverage on the outside. We defended it well, just Colin got his hands a little grabby there at the shirt. That was a good call by the official.
So Cyrus Wall checks in to replace Goldberg, and 1st and 10 GAC off the pass interference at the line's 32. He'll put Bailey in motion, but fake it to him, and
he got popped.
Yeah, Hardy gets hit by Vols and Bethea after just a 1-yard pickup.
Is he down? Quarterback hurt?
Maybe cramping himself.
Oh, no, that's Hinton.
Yeah, Hinton's cramping, and I'm sure quite a few are themselves. So timeout on the field, 4:19 to go. And this would be a good time for us to tell you about our faculty staff spotlight. So, Ward, you're familiar with
oh,
Lynn
my God,
Elliott?
one of the great Lovett of all time is faculty staff spotlight is on Lynn Elliott. 41 years of service for, my goodness, everybody knows Miss Elliott. And 41 years on the Riverbank. Lynn has taught everything from preschool art to upper school mechanical drafting. And as smart as she is, she's even a better person. And everybody at Lovett loves Miss Lynn Elliott.
And one of my wife's very good friends, Lynn Elliott. Mary was a sorority sister of Lynn's sister. I don't want to say how long ago. Hey, Ward, did you know what today is?
Friday the 23rd.
39 years I've been married to the lady behind me.
All right. Spotter.
39 years.
That's awesome.
I was at First Baptist Church about this time 39 years ago in Gainesville, Georgia. 2nd and 9 GAC. He'll hand it off to Tyler Bride and Stevie. I want to tell you, give Stevie Bracey credit because he stepped right up into the hole.
Yeah, the sophomore linebacker popped him. Second play in a row, we've got a good hit there on the running back or the quarterback, the runner for GAC.
So 3-yard pickup. Makes it 3rd and 6, and Hardy will throw it complete. No, incomplete. He slipped as he was coming back.
Yeah, it looked
trying
like
to find Mixon on that far sideline. He loves to go to Mixon.
Hardy threw kind of a change up there, a little low wobbler. He was wide open, would have been an easy first down. We'll see what GAC does. This is a long field goal. They've had a bunch of guys who could make this field goal no problem, but looks like their kicker's doesn't quite have the range.
Yeah, I don't think Nagel's had the range they've had in the past. So shotgun set on this 4th and 6. He'll throw it quickly to this near side, and
he's
going to go down right around the 21-yard line. Pass was complete right at the 21 to Nigel Rawls.
Now that's just smart football.
No, check that. That was actually Sterling Scott. And give Pinkston credit because he came up quickly to make the tackle, but
yeah,
they picked up 7 when they needed 6.
Really smart there, Richard, because he went 1 yard beyond the sticks there in a strike thrown. Really good coverage there by the Lions on the edge, but just a bigger target there, and he got exactly what he needed for the first down on 4th down.
So he'll hand it off to Bailey, who's going to hit in there hard, spin ahead, and Stevie Bracey hits him right around the 15-yard line and finally pulls him down. Actually, that was Evan Henry who checked in there. Their numbers bunch up so much, it's hard to tell if it's an 8 or a 6 or a 3. That play picks up 6, making it 2nd and 4 from the Lions' 15-yard line. Boy, I'll tell you, GAC has had the ball a long time in this 3rd period. So pistol set for Hardy. He'll turn again and hand it off to Henry. And Wall is going to gather him up for about a 1-yard loss. He fought off Hinton's block right at the line of scrimmage and dropped Henry right at, we'll call it the 16-yard line. Are they going to give him a yard? Wow, that's amazing they gave him a yard. I would not have thought that.
Yeah, you said it, Richard. They are chewing up this clock here in the 3rd quarter. They're in no hurry. They're letting this – they're not huddling, but every one of the GAC offense is looking over the sideline, letting the play clock run down. It's getting close to the 10-second mark right now.
So pistol set GAC on this 3rd and 4. He's going to hand it off again to Henry, and Vols will fight in, but he can't wrap him up, and he fights ahead. Gosh, I thought Vols was getting held as he struggled in there to pull him down. But I think it's going to be enough for a 1st down. Let's see where they mark it. They may, they're going to give it to him. I thought they'd have to measure. The ball must be just across the 16, and it is. So it'll be 1st and 10 GAC as they picked up 4 and just enough for a 1st down. First and 10 GAC, we'll call it the 11. Hardy takes it, gives it off, and Stevie Bracey's going to drop Henry right in the hole.
Well, Bracey's come in and made an impact.
Yes.
Just a 10th grader. He's come in and been like a missile. That's a tackle for a loss there. One of the very few that GAC's allowed, especially in this 2nd half.
2nd and 11, and we're playing Bracey inside. He's in a down position. We're in a even front. Fakes it, looks, passes over the head of his tight end trying to cut inside. Bear Daniel was in on the coverage. That was actually just a slot receiver they had that time, more in Bryant Strother. He plays tight end for him, but he was running it from the slot, really.
The tight end got banged, or that slot guy got hit pretty hard in the end zone. An awkward fall. He walks off gingerly. A training staff will attend to him. See what GAC dials up on 3rd and 11.
3rd and 11 from the Lions, 12. And so Hardy will go out of the shotgun, looking left, and
that
here's a
motion,
flag.
wasn't
That
it?
may have been on GAC. I think they had 2 guys moving that time. And that 5-yard mark-off will push the ball out beyond the 15, out to the 17-yard line, and make it 3rd and 16. So Hardy will send 3 receivers right, 1 receiver. Mixon is lone receiver to the left. Hardy takes it. He's going to roll this side, throw it underneath, complete to Lohman, and Vols is going to knock him out inside the 10, right around the 8. It'll make it 4th and 6 from the 8, and it's a long 6, so I think GAC will bring Nagel in to attempt what would be probably around a 25-yard field goal attempt, maybe 26-yard field goal attempt from that far left hash mark. So out of the hold of Fleming, they'll attempt this extra point, and that ball is up and good. So Nagel boots through a 25-yard, 26-yard field. Uh-oh, here comes a flag. What is this for?
I think that's going to be taunting or unsportsmanlike on GAC again.
Unsportsmanlike is the call against GAC, so they'll be kicking it off from the 25-yard line.
Well, Lovett holds them to the field goal, and GAC now leads 23-7.
All right, we're going to take it down to Gracie real quick. What do you got, Gracie?
I'm here with Katie and Emma, captains of the varsity softball team. So guys, how's your season been going so far?
We've had some really big wins against some tough opponents so far, and so we're really excited to see what the rest of the season holds, especially against Westminster and Pace in the upcoming games.
What's it like being the leaders of such a great team?
It's really, really exciting, and we love all of the girls, and Katie and I have been waiting a really long time to be seniors, so it's just really rewarding.
Thanks, guys. Back to you, Richard and Ward.
Awesome. Go
Lovett softball.
Lady Lions.
Love it.
Your Ruth Chris scoring recap. The GAC has 12 plays and chews up 4 minutes and 44 seconds of the clock, and they get the field goal there. Lions kind of bend but don't break there, and a couple of penalties really costly for GAC. But they take the 23-7 lead, and they'll kick off here late in this third quarter.
So Nagel will boot it deep. It'll bound and be picked up by Beery around the 30, up across the 35, out near the 40-yard line. Kind of what you'd expect on a kick kicked off from the 25-yard line. So the Lions have good field position to start this rare possession of the third quarter. We've only had the ball once besides this in the third quarter. No, check.
Twice.
We've had twice.
Yeah, the turnover on the
That's right.
Fumble there on the lateral, and then the fourth down play we couldn't convert.
Yeah, exactly, down here. Out of the shotgun, GAC looks to blitz. Now they back off out of it. Fleming was walking up. There they are, and again, a three-man front. They're dropping 8. Here comes the blitz. McAllister's going to keep it and get swallowed up right around the line of scrimmage. We just could not block.
Will Calhoun.
They're big Will Calhoun.
Jeez.
6'2", 285. We don't have 6'2", 285.
That play looked like there was room on that right side, but coming from the opposite side there, good play by Calhoun.
So we've played 36. We got 12 more to go, and Lions trail at 23-7 after a 7-7 halftime score that we need to get some yardage out of our offense. This would be a good time for us to talk about the Alumni Spotlight segment. So Lovett Alumni Award, what do you got?
Oh, it's the 2016 class. A stud, Aaron Shunk. Aaron, class of 2016, a first-team All-American, and John Olerud, two-way player of the year, was selected in the second round of this past MLB draft. with the Colorado Rockies. And after 41 games with the Class A Boise Hawks, Shunk is batting .329, has 12 doubles and 6 home runs. So he's picking up right where he left off at the great University of Georgia grad, and a stud. And it was really fun watching him play in the tournament this past year, and coming on and saving games for the Dogs. And unfortunately, they fell short on getting to the College World Series, but that didn't. Aaron didn't bat an eye as he went straight to the pros, and as you can see the graphic there, .329, 12 doubles, 23 RBIs, 6 home runs. So he might get moved up rather quickly.
Great attitude, great player, real team player. Proud of Aaron Shunk. 2nd and 11 lines to start this 4th period. Shotgun set, empty backfield for McAllister. He throws it underneath, complete. Spinning inside is Pinkston. He's going to pick up about 4 up to the 43-yard line.
Yeah, well read by the defenders there for GAC. It looked like there was some opening on the tunnel or the bubble there. Well defended by GAC.
Pinkston was brought down right at the 43 by Starling Scott. 3rd and 7 lines. Put a man in motion. McAllister's going to take it. Look. Try and find somebody. He's going to throw it underneath to Beery, but he's out of bounds. And the Lions may be forced to punt it away. Aiden Camilla may have to come in and punt it away.
Yeah, good downfield coverage by GAC, and a little pressure with the 3-man front. It looks like another cramp down there for GAC, so we'll get a timeout here with 11 minutes, 18 seconds left. GAC leading at 23-7.
That's Osawa who's cramping down there. So while we have a chance, we want to tell you about Osawa's up, heading towards the sideline. We want to talk to you about the Linebackers 2018 golf tournament. It has been a tradition for the Lions to hold one of their biggest events as the annual golf tournament. It's a modified scramble. Of course, it's the 2019 golf tournament as opposed to the – it's okay. Look, nobody's watching. It's the 2019 golf tournament. We're just trying to remember the 2018 one. Monday, October 21st at Peachtree Golf Club. Tee off at 11 o'clock, modified scramble, and a reception at 4 o'clock. Look, go to loveit.org, Linebackers Golf, and sign up for it. Look forward to having you at it. It sells out every year. Good snap. Camillo gathers it in. But did it slip out of his hand? I couldn't even tell.
I'm with you. I have no idea what happened, and I'm sitting here watching. Well, a turnover on the punt there. We're not sure if he dropped it or if it.
I think it slipped out of his hands. Sorry, folks. It was really hard to tell from here if it just slipped out of his hands. But I think that's what happened. So yet another, it's turnover on downs, but a crushing one from the standpoint of it gives GAC great field position at the Lions' 39-yard line. And Hardy will take it, hand it off, but blitzing in is Tom Bethea, who trips him up.
God, he was getting held on the play, too, and he still made the tackle. He just got pulled down by the big lineman, and he used his hands and tripped up that back. Good, another great play by Bethea. Oh, he just missed it. We're seeing a replay now on the punt. That's unbelievable.
2nd and 10 GAC from the Lions 39. Hardy will throw it. It's batted up into the air and almost picked off by Ritter Wyndham right around the 36-yard line, but it falls incomplete. It'll bring up 3rd down.
Our defenders did a great job. Once that was blocked, we grabbed onto that receiver, and we almost intercepted that, and now another cramp.
And Mixon's cramping this time on this near sideline. Not a lot of Lions, fortunately, have struggled with cramping, but a lot of GAC players have. So timeout on the field, 10:37 to go. We should mention our Lovett Alumni Association. Alumni of the Lovett School are located throughout the United States and in every other country. But approximately 2/3 of Lovett's more than 5,800 graduates live in and around the Atlanta area. All Lovett alumni and former Lovett students are considered members of the Alumni Association. The Alumni Association's mission is to work for the benefit of the school by encouraging members through fundraising and participation in other alumni, school, and community-oriented projects. The Alumni Association plans various events throughout the year, including homecoming, reunions, business speaker events, and Run in Lovett. Alumni also manage a scholarship fund for children of alumni. So stay in touch with the Lovett alumni community on Facebook and LinkedIn, or email us at alumni@lovett.org. So Mixon makes it over to the GAC sideline, and GAC with a 3rd and 10 from the 39 will go with trips to the right. Hardy's trying to figure out what formation he wants them in. That should be motion. He was never set. He'll roll and look, and diving out of bounds, that pass is incomplete. But there was no way his back was set for a second. But GAC is unable to convert there on that 3rd and 10, and they'll have to punt it away. So Tyler Cutlin will come in, and he'll get this punt away right around the midfield stripe. Deep for the Lions is Colin Goldberg, standing right at his 10. Oh, we could block that. That ball's going to go out of bounds right around the 14-yard line. Gosh, I thought we were going to get that block. So let's turn things down to the sideline and see what's going on.
I'm here with the Lovett Ultras, Chauncey and Fritz. So guys, what made you want to become Lovett Ultras?
Well, for me, I'm just super into football and sports, so it's always, even since freshman year, I watched Ned and Harriet do it, and it just made me want to be the person that can get the crowd hype at all of the games. So when I was a senior, obviously, my dream was still to do it. And I'm also a pretty loud person, so I don't know, it's just really fun to be with your friends and be the oldest and get everyone pumped for all the games.
Thanks, guys. Back to you, Richard and Ward.
Ward got a flag on that far sideline.
Not sure if the play was going to count or not.
Did they have 12? Did GAC have 12 on the field? What's the...
Yeah.
Illegal substitution is the call against GAC.
I think that's a dead ball then, yeah. We're having some technical difficulties on the graphic, so bear with us. Lovett leads at 23-7 with 10 minutes and 22 seconds left. Not what you see on the screen there.
We're going to turn things over to the sidelines real quick.
I'm here with one of the Lovett Ultras, Fritz. So, how do you get the crowd so pumped up?
Well, obviously it's not a small feat. Especially freshmen and sophomores, it's hard to get them pumped up because I don't really understand what it means, but it's all about your energy. Clearly I've lost my voice. It's only the 3rd quarter. Like I said, it's all about energy, making sure that you go up in the crowd and get in every individual grade level. That's all that's important, and make sure that you're always yelling and always doing cheers. That's all I got to go. That's all I got to say. Yeehaw.
Thanks for your time. Back to you, Richard and Ward.
Awesome stuff down there.
Henry Beery picks up a line first down as he rumbles ahead for 5 yards, and the line's first down at the 25. Shotgun set. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Here comes the blitz again. We pick it up. McAllister's looking for some running room, though, and he's going to float it. Oh, just beyond Logan Givens. Hands right across the 30, up around the 32-yard line. He kind of threw it behind him. That's one of those, Ward, where I think sometimes you just need to sit in your route and give him just a target.
Well, the general rule on the quarterback scramble is once he comes towards you, you go downfield. And I think Blaine thought he was going to stay outside, and just a little miscommunication on what he was wide open there. Good job of Blaine getting outside the pocket. He's excellent at keeping his eyes down the field.
2nd and 10 from the Lions, 25. Lohman blitzes again this near side, and Colin Goldberg is going to catch it right up around the 33-yard line. Bride hits him there. It'll make it 3rd and 2, and there's another GAC player down. That's Lohman, I think. This time I think it's Spencer Helms, actually. And there's another GAC player down. That's Bride.
Well, this fourth quarter has been very choppy with the incompletions and then the cramps. GAC seems to have a number of guys cramping up.
Yeah, they're still tending. They're still tending to Helms down around the 16, 17-yard line. You got to score for us, Ward, on the
it's 1-1 in the ninth inning.
Yeah. Dadgummit.
Well, maybe we can tell you about the first serve of 2019 Linebackers Lady Tennis Tournament. Is set for Friday, September 6th at 9 a.m. This is always a popular event that fills up quickly, so make sure to register today through the Lovett website. Again, we're 9 minutes and 35 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Lovett trails GAC 23-7. Here, first game out on the riverbank, and we're in another injury timeout for cramps. And we would tell you some scores, but Richard, like you said, the Corky Kell was, of all things, flooded out.
It
Canceled due to a flood.
Yeah, it is definitely flooded out right now.
Only in Atlanta.
Third quarter score, Blessed Trinity leads St. Pius 21-7. And Woodward leads Westminster starting the third period 9-0. So shotgun set, pistol set on this 3rd and 2. McAllister takes it, gives it to Beery. He's going to burst ahead for about 8 or 9. And pick up a Lovett first down up to the 41-yard line. So he picked up a quick 8. So out of the shotgun on 1st and 10 from the 41. McAllister will take it. Look, try and come this side. Cut back inside, stay on his feet up across the 45, up near the 49-yard line. Lohman was there to chase him down, along with Calhoun. But a big 8-yard pickup for McAllister, and Lions will face 2nd and 2. Again, shotgun set. He looks this near side, and he's going to throw it complete to Goldberg as he gets shoved out on this near side. Sekou White bumped him out, but not before Goldberg picks up a Lions first down. I'll tell you, Ward, devastating turnovers have killed the Lions tonight.
Yeah, the big one being the fumble return.
Yes, because we've held our own otherwise. Out of the shotgun again, McAllister has some time, throws it complete. Oh, just in and out of the hands. I thought he came up with it. Was that Logan Givens? Yeah, on that far side.
Yeah, I think he took his eye off it just ever so at the last second. He was turning to cut up and run. Strike thrown there by Blaine.
C.J. Burnett was on the coverage, but that'll bring up 2nd and 10 from the 47. Stops the clock with 8:20 to go. Wonder if my wife will go to Waffle House tonight for our anniversary. Shotgun set, 2 receivers left, 1 receiver right. We're going to hand it to Berry trying to get outside. He's going to get pulled down right around the 44-yard line. Fleming brought him down. Oh, they're going to mark it at the – I thought he got inside the 45, just a 2-yard pickup. So the Lions face a critical 3rd and 8 as we're inside the 8-minute mark. Shotgun set, 2 backs flank McAllister, and they jumped. Was that Hinton again? Yep. So that 5-yard mark off may make it a little bit more manageable, 3rd and 3. You know, Ward, one thing I wish we had sort of in a repertoire is to tuck it and go towards the line with Blaine, but he's so tall, he could just do a little pop pass.
Yeah, very true.
Shotgun set for McAllister. He's going to take it, roll to his right, look, and throw it complete to a crouching Goldberg down around the 34. He'll pick up 6 and 11 first down.
Yeah, nice catch there by Goldberg. He was a little behind him, so lost his balance, but still made the catch. Good hands there. Graphics are back up, as you see, 23-7 with 7 minutes and change, clock moving.
Shotgun set. And we're going to look left, throw complete on a fantastic catch, holding on to the ball with Cole Peiselwitz.
And that defender that hit pretty hard might have taken the brunt of that blow as GAC's defender is down. We'll check the replay on that.
That looks like Bailey.
Here's another angle. Perfect throw here. Yeah, it looked like he might have hurt his shoulder or got a stinger there.
Yep.
So another injury timeout here.
7:06 to go here on the Riverbank. Lions trying to cash in a score somehow. They're going to have it 1st and 10 at the 19. Ought to mention that we do have time to go to the sideline and find out what's going on with more folks with the Lovett Ultras.
I'm here with 2 members of the Valder Polo team, Blaze and Emilio. So guys, how's the season been going so far?
It's been going really well. We're 4-0 right now, and we've won each of our games by at least 4 goals, so we're off to a good start.
Any exciting upcoming matches?
September 7th, we play the other undefeated team, and our tournament is the 28th and 29th, and we're going to win the state championship this year. So,
thanks, guys. Back to you, Richard and Ward.
Awesome stuff down there. Wow.
Yeah, I'll
Water
tell you.
polo. Man.
No.
Good shape to do that.
I'll tell you, you got those horses that can get in the water, they're impressive. Shotgun set, pistol set. We fake it, look, throw it. Peiselwitz could not come up with it. Pass is ruled incomplete. But he did cover it up, thinking that it might have been yet another lateral. Want to give a quick shout out to Perry McIntyre tonight. P-Mac, it's mighty hot outside, but it's great in this press box. Thank you. Shotgun set. They come with a blitz. We're going to try and throw it deep, looking for Goldberg down in the corner, but it's just beyond his reach. And it'll stop the clock with 6:45 to go. Off the replay, you can see it was just beyond Goldberg. He kind of broke it off a little bit early, Ward.
Yeah, I think it was a little bit overthrown in a good way. That defender was falling down. It looked like he was about to grab Colin.
So 2 receivers to this near side, and McAllister's going to try and keep it and race ahead for about 5 down inside the 15 to the 14. It'll bring up 4th down. Josh Goodrich Bell brought him down right at the 14, but it'll bring up 4th and 5 from the 14. We've got to get the ball just inside the 10, nosing up to the 9. McAllister has Peisowitz up top, but he's going to roll away from that left side. Look towards the corner. Touchdown lines right in the corner of the end zone. An outstanding catch at the corner of the end zone. Charlie Hoke came up with it. Check this replay out.
What a throw. He got that foot down, didn't he?
Boy, what a heck of a catch by Charlie Hoke. One more look at this, and you can see Hoke gather it in. And there was good coverage on him. I'm telling you, Brooks Miller was right on top of Hoke, but he came up with it, got that toe in. It'll make it 23-13. And
great camera work down there, guys. And Lovett will call a timeout, it looks like, or maybe GAC calls timeout. We need to go for 2 here.
Yeah, they're going to tend to Brooks Miller down there in this near corner of the end zone.
We got an injury over there. Here's a replay again. This is a heck of a throw by Blaine on the run. He threw a strike. There was a very small window where you could get that in there for a completion. And see after the play there, GAC's defender was down. They're still attending to him. They might let us go ahead.
No, they don't have all the officials on the field right now. So Miller will go across the back of the end zone towards that GAC sideline. Gosh, Ward. We don't fumble inside the 5. We don't fumble at the 35. This is a different ball game. But that's what turnovers do for you.
Yeah, you're right. We would have had 1st and goal inside the 5-yard line after a long run and long pass and run after the catch. So a critical 2-point conversion.
McAllister's going to try and race towards the corner, and he gets in there. McAllister scores the 2-point conversion. Your new score, GAC 23, Lovett 15 with 6:04 to go here in this 4th period.
Well, Blaine goes outside that time. Usually we go inside. And your Ruth Chris scoring recap, our second 15-play touchdown drive, this time covering 85 yards and using 4 minutes and 22 seconds. So this game is now getting tighter and tighter as we're just 1 score and a 2-point conversion down and 6 minutes and 4 seconds and all our timeouts left. Great job by the Lions there, resilient Lions. We got a ball game now. Let's get the defense back out there and make some plays. We've seen some of these. Was that Steve Bracey came on in that third quarter.
Stevie Bracey really
made some real good, sparked this defense a little.
So Henry Burial booted away. Mixon is deep for GAC. Along with, I can't tell if it's Fleming or not. So Beery approaches it, and he will squib it. And doggone it, they came up with it.
Jeez.
Wait a minute, they're still diving for it over there. No, they did.
Good call for the onside kick right there. I don't think GAC was expecting that at all. Gutsy call, but
yeah, but they did a good job.
Yeah, they've got it. That's a good recovery
coming
there.
Up with it.
Heads up play by GAC. I think a great call there by Coach Muschamp. Try to surprise him.
Yeah, that was Fleming who came up with it. Damon Fleming, junior linebacker for them, who also is a backup quarterback, came up with it. So they had a hands team up there. So 6 minutes to go in this 4th period, and GAC will have good field position at the 46 as the onside kick attempt is unsuccessful, and GAC will go shotgun, and they'll try and just run it and run it and run it probably. They're going to hand it off to Bride, and he's going to get into Lovett territory, get hit by Camillo and Bethay, and go down right around the 46-yard line. Give him an 8 on that.
Thought we might come from behind there and try to strip or punch that ball out. We're going to need a turnover, I think.
Lions trail it here 23-15 on the Riverbank, and we have fought toe-to-toe with a much larger GAC squad. And when we mean much larger, they go 320 at the highest, the largest weight on the front. Their lowest weighted offensive lineman's 260. Again, shotgun set. They're just going to hand it off to Bride, and boy, they need to look. They are grabbing, blocking right now.
Well, GAC Smart used all but 1 second of the play clock there. They're going off left side again with Hinton over there, and easy first down. Lovett's going to need to get a turnover here. We're going to need to grab the ball, force a fumble here.
Lions have their full complement of timeouts, as do the Spartans, but you hate to use it right now. We want to try and get a stop.
Play clock at 10, 9, 8.
Again, shotgun, he's going to just hand it off to Bride, and he's going to get hit coming over from the side, but struggle ahead down inside the 35 near the, they're going to mark it down at the 35, and there's a flag.
Again, that's maybe some after the play kind of.
Officials are going to talk about it. The ball was marked down inside the 35. Flag came out as the Lions were unpiling. So it's got to be dead ball, and it's going to be a mark-off against GAC from right at the 35. Dead ball foul, personal foul.
Well,
and a player's been ejected.
That's the third time tonight. GAC's, their coach is going to be livid over there. 3 times they've had a unsportsmanlike, or their coach is not happy with the officials, or
so Tyler Bride's been ejected. And he is giving an earful to the white hat. Tim Hardy is. Tim Hardy, the son-in-law of the great Georgia All-America offensive lineman Tom Nash. I bet that's a little-known trivia fact. So that mark-off will take it all the way back out to the 50. It'll make it 2nd and 21. So 2nd and 21 GAC from midfield stripe. Hardy's going to take it, throw it complete, and hit hard. And I think, oh, gosh, they're going to call that incomplete. I thought he caught it, and it was knocked out of his hands. Sterling Scott on that far sideline.
It was a big hit over there. I don't know if he had the ball long enough.
Out of the replay, let's see. Hardy takes it. Throws it.
Yeah, I don't think that's a catch. As much as I would love for it to be a catch.
Yeah,
and a
nice
fumble.
play by Pinkston because he came up and closed on it. So it'll bring up 3rd and 21 from the midfield stripe. Clock stopped at 4:15 on the incompletion. Hardy looks this near side. He's got plenty of time. He's going to throw it complete. Down around the 30, it's going to be enough for a GAC. No, just shy of enough for a GAC first down because Mixon came up with it. right at the 31. It'll make it 4th and 2. Did he go out of bounds when he? No, he didn't go out of bounds when he came up with it. He just sort of, it was almost like a back shoulder throw, Ward.
Yeah, it was quite a throw. It was a little low, but that ended up helping. Good hands there by the GAC receiver.
So Henry checks in at running back to replace Bride, and they're going to go I set, almost an I power set, because they have a wing. Puts a man in motion. He's going to take it, hand it off, and we're going to hit him right around the – and the ball comes out. Vols came up with it. Love it football.
Boy, he got popped.
I mean, to tell you, he kept struggling. Henry did, and he got hit, and that ball popped right out, and the Lions came up with it. 3:19 to go, and the Lions are in business.
Boy, he got hit hard right here.
Boom. That ball is out.
I don't think he would have gotten the first down anyway, but the fumble assures that. Boy, that was a pop. Good replay there.
And here's another angle. Little hold on Stevie. Or
Well,
holding Stevie.
3 minutes and 19 seconds left. The Lions with 3 timeouts, trailing by 8.
So shotgun set. We go 2 receivers left, 1 receiver right. Ritter Wyndham flanks Blaine McAllister. He's going to throw it this near side to Goldberg. He's going to pick up about 4 up to the 29-yard line. He's run out at the 29 by Sekou White. Got to watch that clock. Give Goldberg credit. He bounced out of bounds as soon as he picked up as much yardage as he could just to save the clock. Empty backfield for McAllister. He's going to take his time, throw it. Oh, just out of the hands of Henry Beery, who got hit hard right up around the 42-yard line into GAC territory. Boy, that pass was just a tiny bit late getting to him.
Good downfield route there. Pretty good coverage by GAC, but like you said, just a little bit off. 3rd down and 6. We have to watch the down here.
Third and 6 Lions at their own 29. We're probably in 4-down territory where we stand right now. Shotgun. McAllister's going to roll, look, call his own number, stay on his feet, go down just at the 35-yard line. It'll be 4th down.
Another injured player there. Yep, GAC's got another injured player down. That was a pop at the end. I think he might have gotten hit by his own player.
That's Hudson Higgins, one of their outside linebackers, who's down. Where are they going to mark this ball? Just shy of the 35. And there's no measurement coming. Scott Cook was trying to use some subliminal messaging, holding the box over there because he moved it to 1st down. So 4th and inches for the Lions. McAllister's going to take it and pick up. Oh, I think we had to dive on it. And did we come up with it?
He fumbled that ball, so it's a question of who recovers it and where they recover it, too.
If we recovered it across the 35, we picked it. Wait a minute.
Who's that getting up with the ball? That's
we came up with the ball.
Ritter Wyndham on the recovery there, and just past the line to gain there.
Boy, give Wyndham credit because he dove in there quickly on that ball. Stops the clock on the conversion.
Injury again, too.
Yeah, that's Calhoun limping off for the Spartans. But it'll make it a fresh set of down for the Lions as they convert the 4th and inches as McAllister got hit hard, but Wyndham bound on the ball and saved the Lions hide right now. Here comes another blitz. McAllister takes it. He's going to throw it, and Wyndham can't come up with it as Fleming was there quickly to break it up. Pass falls incomplete, stops the clock with 2:27 to go.
That's better that goes incomplete, because if he catches that, he's not getting much of a gain, and that clock keeps ticking. We probably have to burn a timeout. We weren't going to get but a yard or two there. Blaine was under pressure there, and then they had good coverage on the outside over there. Had 2 defenders over there.
I tell you, it limits you with the time we've got. You know, we can't really effectively run the ball the way we did in that first drive of the first half. Shotgun set on 2nd and 10. McAllister takes it, hands it off to Beery. There goes Beery racing ahead. Right at the midfield stripe, 15-yard pickup for Henry Beery.
Clock stops at 2 minutes and 20 seconds left on the first down. A nice blocking Luke Wall over there on the right side. There's a big hole. I think they were expecting pass.
Henry Beery is tough as nails.
And he's got those quick feet.
Trey Henry brought him down. But a fresh set of downs, as we say, for the Lions. 1st and 10 Lions at the midfield stripe. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. McAllister takes it, looks, comes back this side.
What a throw.
Logan Givens down inside the 20, down to the 18-yard line. I told you Logan Givens would redeem himself. He's done it twice tonight.
My goodness, what great protection. And look at this absolute strike thrown. Single coverage on the edge over there. Blaine reads it well. Look at that throw. Wow. That's a college throw right there, pro throw. That's a big gain. Love it all the way down to the 15 or 16-yard line.
And GAC will call a timeout after that 34-yard McAllister to Givens strike.
Boy, what a throw. Great route. One-on-one coverage on the edge. Maybe we'll get a second look at that on replay.
And I want to tell you, having the Lovett Ultras here in force really helps. All right, watch the replay here. You'll see McAllister.
All the way to the bottom of your screen there.
Look left and then look back right.
What a throw.
And I mean, give Givens credit. He gathered that thing in.
Great camera work, guys.
So plenty of time left for the Lions. There's no consequence of clock right now.
And keep in mind, we got to score a touchdown and get the 2-point version just to tie.
Yep.
But GAC's defense is on their heels right now at the moment after that long run by Henry Beery, and then the even longer pass from McAllister to Givens there.
This could be a good time.
Sideline.
This could be a good time to do a little change-up. Let Hollingsworth run the ball one time, or give Peisowitz the chance on a little quick slant. And you know, anything that's slant for them right now might cause them a problem, because they are not getting the drops they were getting earlier. And they're playing everything inside out right now.
You know, GAC's reeling a little bit on defense after those 2 big plays, and Lovett's in the red zone. Trailing by 8, 3 timeouts.
So out of the shotgun, we'll go 3 receivers left from McAllister. He'll hand it to Beery, and they're going to drop him right there.
That's what Helms
sniffed that out. I thought it would be more of an RPO, more of a run-pass option
Coach
on that.
Muschamp was upset about the decision there. That might have been a read to keep the ball instead of hand it off.
Yes. So that play loses 6 all the way back
and we call
to the 22-yard line. And the Lions will call timeout. So, Ward, I'm wondering, we're obviously in 4-down territory. One of the things we, again, haven't been able to do is we've got to find a way to maybe have some sort of out route. But, again, they're playing everything right now inside out.
Yeah. 2nd and 16. You just, God, you can't afford to lose yardage there, and you blow the timeout. Maybe you run one of these little quick hitters and have it blocked downfield. Get some of the yardage back.
Lions drove it to start the game. 60 yards after a fantastic return by Beery of the opening kickoff. Converted on 1 4th down and 3 straight 3rd and long situations. But now we face 2nd and 16 from the 22. We're inside 2 minutes. We put Beery in motion. We look left. We're going to throw it to Beery. He gets a block on the edge. Beery racing towards the side, and he's going to get bumped out inside the 10, right around the 7-yard line goes Henry Beery. They're going to mark him at the 8.
Well, that's exactly what they did, is the short pass and block it on the edge, and we blocked it effectively in a good run there. That's just about a 1 or 2 yard pass play that goes for, nearly a first down, almost got the full 16 there. Great blocking on the edge, and then Beery did the rest. Boy, some all-purpose yards for Beery tonight.
Will Gary bumped him out, but it'll make it 3rd and 2 lines from the 8. We put Beery in motion. We fake it to him. We look underneath, and pass is incomplete as Givens was trying to cut across, but a nice play by Evan Bird, and it'll bring up 4th down as that pass falls incomplete.
That was nearly picked, wasn't it?
Yeah, and that was the slant. I think we had to cut it really loose quickly.
Yeah, that's a timing play on the slant. You got to get that ball out early. So a 4th down play to maybe take a timeout here. No, they're going to line up. They've got the play. I wonder if they're going to hand it off or do.
Well, they may be looking to see what they're going to line up in. Out of the shotgun on 4th down, we'll look to this sideline, and we are going to call a timeout. Timeout lines with 1:41 to go, and the Lions will talk about it as they face 4th and 2. We've got to get the ball across the 6 for a first down. You know what? One of the things we haven't done much, we've rolled to the wide side a lot, but I sure would like to see if there was any sort of way, almost a throwback, as much as GAC has been. In other words, roll to that wide side and throw back to that weak side, because it's 4th down. I'd go for the end zone.
I almost think we might just call the run and play like we did on the 2-point conversion, where Blaine went outside instead of inside on the zone read. Maybe get him suckered in, thinking, blocking inside, and then run it outside. But you've got the whole playbook here with just about 1.5 yards, 2 yards here. I would not be surprised if we do a running play here. Well, it's all or nothing here. We need about a 2 yards, full 2 yards here on 4th down.
Out of the shotgun set, we'll shift our tight end. We'll roll this side. McAllister's going to cut inside and pick up enough for a first down as he gets inside the 5, down to about the 4. There's your play, Ward.
Well,
that's a great call.
That's a run-pass option there. I think the initial play is obviously a pass play, but Blaine did a great job with his feet there, and he's a big enough guy. He got that no problem.
Lions with only 1 timeout remaining as the clock starts over again. Minute 26, minute 25 to go. 1st and goal from just inside the 5. We'll call it the 4. We'll go under center this time. Vols is your single setback. We hand it to Beery. He's going to cut, race for that end zone, and Beery will get in. Touchdown, Lovett. Henry Beery would not be stopped, and he races in, spinning into the end zone, and it'll make it 23-21, and the Lions will go for 2 with 1:11 to go. Watch this replay. Henry would not be stopped. Great blocking by Givens.
Yeah, great blocking downfield by Givens. Holding his blocker, and Beery, that safety or outside linebacker, came up, tried to tackle his legs, and he was not to be denied. What a call there on the 4th down play, and then get the touchdown there. And we got to get the 2-point conversions. We've got 1 timeout left. I think GAC is going to call timeout.
So Tim Hardy races downfield to call a timeout. So timeout GAC, 1:11 to go, as we said. And the Spartans will talk about how they stopped this 2-point conversion. Wow. Talk about a great start to the 2019 season.
Jeez.
Hope y'all make it back to the Riverbank next week as the Lions take on the Marist War Eagles of Alan Chadwick. who I think has been coaching there since 1975 when Dean Hargis probably left. Hope y'all enjoy seeing our press box view. Brendan Hall, Avi Dakhtari, we got the whole crew in here tonight. I'm the one in the light shirt. I'm the one with the more blonde hair of anyone in here, too.
Well, let's see what Lovett comes up. We've got a timeout on our own. I wonder if we do that rollout pass option like we did on 4th down a minute ago. We've also run it in on the zone read on a 2-point conversion earlier.
So for the 2-point conversion, we'll send 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. We shift Vols. We're going to roll right. McAllister is going to look. Complete! Right in the corner of the end zone. Colin Goldberg comes up with it, and the line's tied up 23-all here late in the 4th period.
Boy,
watch this
second.
rollout.
What a play. Do or die right there, and we get it with Goldberg to
He's going to roll away from that left
from
side.
McAllister
look.
there. There's
towards the corner.
Play earlier on a touchdown.
Touchdown lines right in the corner of the end zone. 23-15.
No, your Ruth Chris scoring recap. We used 17 plays this time. We've had 2 15-play drives and now a 17-play drive, 75 yards after the fumble recovery on the turnover. Good job of the defense. 12 plays and used 2 minutes and 7 seconds on the clock. The only problem is there's a minute and 11 left. Look at that replay.
That's a fantastic job of Goldberg shielding the guy off. Well, let's see what Henry Beery's got in his leg right now. Is Beery going to? Yeah, Henry's going to kick it away.
Well, if there's ever a good time for kicking one in the end zone, making GAC go start at the 20.
So Mixon is deep, and we'll boot it towards the sideline, and gone it. It goes out. They'll get it at the 35. Henry did not want that to happen. I will always be a big believer in put it on the for a right-handed kicker, put it on the near hash mark, and try and kick it straight down the hash mark with your right leg. If you're a left-handed kicker, put it on the left hash mark and kick it down the field with your left leg. But Henry had a little bit of the duck hook on that one. But won a game by Henry Beery.
GC has 1 timeout left.
So we're all tied up 23-all here with a minute 11 to go here, 4th period. Game 1 of the 2019 season, and GAC faces 1st and 10 from their own 35. They have 2 receivers left, 1 receiver right. Hardy's going to take it, launch it high for Mixon, passes incomplete. Goldberg on the coverage that time. Pass falls incomplete. Only 5 ticks come off the clock. Makes it a minute 6 to go. 2nd and 10. He was getting pressure that time by Bethea especially. Again, Hardy back, looks, throws it, and diving out of bounds. Let's see. Was that to Lohman or to Helms? That was to Helms on that far sideline. It stops the clock with a minute 1 to go, making it 3rd and 2. Pinkston on the coverage for the Lions. 3rd and 2 from the 43. And he'll hand it off. And racing upfield is Bailey, and he's going to be off to the races. Camillo's going to have to try and bump him out of bounds, and he does, down around the 25-yard. They're going to mark him out at the 30. That's what they're able to do because they have just exceptional running backs.
You can do the interview on the stairs.
53 seconds to go now. Boy, that depth they have at running back is exceptional. So Bailey stays in at running back. 2 receivers to this near side. Ball is snapped deep, and he'll have to dive back on it all the way back around the 47, 48-yard line, and he'll burn their last time out.
Wow. Geez, they were almost in field goal position right there in the critical bad snap.
Was he looking to this sideline? That's all I could tell. It looked like he was looking to this sideline when the ball was snapped.
We'll see if we can pull up a replay. Last time out for GAC, they had to burn that. That clock would have easily ticked down to another 10 or 15 seconds because all those linemen and receivers have to come all the way back there.
Yep. So it'll make it second, and we'll call it 27 from the 47. That kind of eliminates a little bit of a run play for them unless they try and swing it out on on some sort of a pass. So if it does fall incomplete, it stops the clock for them.
That being said, the way they've run the ball in chunks tonight, we saw one just a second ago.
Let's take it down to the sideline real quickly.
I'm here with 2 of the new freshmen, Gil and Lauren. So guys, how does it feel to sit in the student section for the first time?
Well, it's really fun because all the seniors and upperclassmen encourage us to be loud, and they're all really cheerful.
Are you guys excited for any specific themes this year?
The two most themes I'm excited for is the gold one and the white one, just because all of the high schoolers get really into it. The football players get really excited.
Thanks for your time, guys. Back to you, Richard and Ward.
So on 2nd and 27, the
clock ticking.
Spartans pick up 14, bringing up 3rd and 14. He's going to throw it complete, but dancing out of bounds. Let's see. Helms came up with it. No, is he going to call it incomplete, or they?
4th down marker's up.
The 4th down marker is up. He must have. Boy, that's going to be a long. That is a long field goal. I would put somebody deep. Sorry, but I would put somebody deep.
50-yarder.
That's a 50-yarder. Put somebody deep. Put somebody deep. Anybody could return this. Put somebody deep.
I think Levitt's going to call timeout.
I'll be shocked if he has the leg to get it there.
That bad snap, Richard, really just.
So let us set the picture for you. 16 seconds left. On a 4th and, we'll call it 4th and 13, the ball rests right at the 33-yard line. They'd have to get it across the 20 for a first down.
I'm surprised they're not going to try another pass play, get the first down, and then put the kicking unit in. I guess they don't have the timeout.
Exactly. So Nagel will attempt a field goal from the 40. It'll be a 50-yard attempt if good. And it's short, and I'd have had somebody short to run it out. Of course, I did not think he would even reach the end zone, but he did. So the problem is because of high school rules, you have to take it at the 20. Unlike college rules or pro rules, you would take it from the line of scrimmage at the 33. But you can return a punt out of an end zone. You can't return a kickoff out of an end zone, and that would be treated as a punt.
Well, the defense stiffens, and the bad snap is, boy, GAC loses this thing. They were in great position after a big, long run on the ground with plenty of time and a timeout left, and then the bad snap. They lose about 15 or 16 yards, had to burn a timeout.
So 10 seconds left, and the Lions may just take a knee here instead of just tossing it deep. No, they're gonna go They're going to roll the dice. Shotgun set for McAllister. 3 receivers to this near side. GAC coming with a blitz. He'll roll, and throw it. Downfield deep. Caught. Timeout with 2 seconds left. Boy, they unloaded on McAllister right around the 15-yard line.
We'll have to get up to the line of scrimmage and snap it dead. Maybe get 1 second here.
GAC's lined up. And we clock it. Wait a minute. I'm shocked that, wow.
That's it. They didn't give it to us.
They did not give it to us. They said that.
I guess 2 seconds. I would have thought we could have gotten it off with 1 second. Coach Muschamp kind of asking that same question. We were ready to go as soon as they wind the clock.
Well, we've played 48 minutes, and we still hadn't decided anything. As we're all tied up 23-all here on the riverbank. And this is just like Marist 3 years ago at Marist. Actually, I guess 2 years ago at Marist. No, 3 years ago at Marist in the overtime game, the Lightning game. This is a real advantage for them from because of their running game right now, because of their offensive line.
Sure. You want to go over the overtime rules, Richard?
Well, we will get the ball at the 15. Well, we'll have a coin flip to get the ball at the 15, and they're not.
I wonder what's the strategy of you'd rather have the ball second, so you know what you have to do.
Exactly. Although the way our offense right now is clicking, I'd kind of like to put the pressure on them. So they'll go out for a coin flip. And I gotta give every single Lovett line kudos tonight, because let me tell you, they have gone toe-to-toe every single snap.
The way that third quarter was looking with their running game. And we get 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions.
So the lines were down, for those of you wondering, we were down 23-7. Heading towards late third quarter, and we went to the fourth quarter down 23-7, but a Charlie Hope touchdown pass in the corner of the end zone and a Henry Berry epic run from the 4-yard line allowed the Lions to score the tying touchdown with the 2-point conversion at the minute 11 mark. So they are supposed to take a 3-minute intermission for this, give the players a little bit of a chance to rest, but so they'll mark it at the 15, and it looks like the Lions will be on offense first. Which, let's see if we don't have a little bit of rhythm just even from those last 11 seconds. So let's see who GAC brings out. If they bring out Calhoun, or they go with Osawa, and yeah, they're going to have Calhoun. Hinton is not out there. So they have Barry, Osawa, and Calhoun up front. So 4-man front. Here comes the blitz with Lohman, and he's going to throw it. Complete! Touchdown, Ritter Wyndham on an exceptional cast as he spun inside and caught it.
What a throw. My goodness.
But what a catch by Wyndham. From the slot position.
Good blitz pickup there. Goodness, what a catch, what a throw.
Right on the money.
Go
But
for
what a
two here,
catch by
Richard?
Wyndham.
No, we're going to kick it looked like. God, what a throw, what a catch. What a route. Great blitz pickup in the backfield there by our running back.
So the Lions shift from the swinging gate. John Russ to hold. Henry Beery to attempt the vital extra point. Good snap. Good kick. Love it. 30, GAC 23 in this first overtime. And let's hope it's the only overtime.
Look at this blitz pickup there. Henry Beery. And just a strike and a great catch turning around. Stuns the GAC defense on the first play in overtime.
So GAC will come out facing that north end zone. Let's see what Coach Tim Hardy and his son Jackson decide they're going to do. They'll go 3 receivers to this near side, mixing up top. Bailey is your setback. He puts Lohman in motion. He'll turn, he'll hand it to Bailey. Bailey's going to pick up enough to get down just inside the 10 to the 6-yard line. Now we need some good graces to make them leave the ball on the ground. This is what I was worried about, Ward, from wearing people down. It's a whole lot easier to run the ball out of this than it is to throw it. And they've got
power right running there.
Lots of strength up front right now. Again, they're going to hand it to Bailey. He's going to fight ahead inside the 5 down to about the 4. Peisowitz is there. Stevie Bracey's there. Vols is there. So first and goal from inside the 5, just at the 4. These are all untimed downs except with the play clock. Play clock always goes back to 30 seconds after every single end and whistle. So first and goal from the 4. Lions lead in overtime 30-23, and we're looking for a turnover. Hardy goes under center. They're going to try and run it outside, and he'll burst into the end zone. Bailey will to score, and that'll make it 30-29.
Jeez, I'd go for 2 if I was GAC. That's why I was thinking Lovett might go for 2. Let's see if they bring their kicker on.
They will come on. Remember, we've blocked a kick tonight.
Yeah, we blocked the extra point. That's one of the reasons why we're in overtime. We came around their right left side.
Good snap.
It's blocked! It's blocked! Pinkston blocks it! The Lions win 30-29! Pinkston blocked it! He burst in and blocked it!
Oh, God.
Andrew Pinkston dove and blocked it!
A walk-off block. Gosh, what a game.
What an exceptional effort by Andrew Pinkston. The Lions come back down 23-7. Yet again on a blocked extra point. It would have been 24-7. That's what set the Lions up.
What a game. What a game won on the Riverbank. Didn't think we'd have a chance the way that third quarter was going. And, boy, we moxied up and blocked 2 extra point kicks. I'm slightly surprised GAC didn't go for 2 there. What a play. Andrew Pinkston, junior defensive back wide receiver, just made the play of his career.
Wow. Andrew Pinkston Junior defensive back, 5'9", 147. That's the way we grow them at Lovett. We've had 5'9", 147-pound defensive linemen in the past. And y'all know who I'm talking about.
But what a second half for the Lions. They come off the deck, down 16, score twice and get two-point conversions, and then in overtime on play one, a beautiful pass and catch for a touchdown, and then an extra point is good. The Lions give up some chunk plays in overtime and let that GAC score, but they block that extra point, and we win 30-29 on the Riverbank.
This is
2019 is off to a great start.
This is as gutsy a Lovett squad as I think I've seen in
here on Cowboy night. We cowboyed up.
No, 53 years.
We cowboyed up, and that fourth quarter was one to remember, and then the overtime. My goodness. As you see the celebration.
Just amazing. Just soak in the scene for a minute. Well, I guess we get to hoist the Jolly Roger.
Band of brothers for sure. Let's give thanks to our sponsors, Ruth Chris Steakhouse, First Landmark Bank.
Well, actually, it's Center State Bank now.
Okay, Center State Bank. My fault.
Only because Mr. Clausen over here is a stockholder.
Well, it's definitely thanks to Meldwood Springs, Natural Spring Water, Play It Again Sports Buckhead, Concord Pharmacy, and Metro Atlanta YMCA.
Woo, what a game, what a game. Matt Beecham, incredible Lovett game. Love you, Sack Man. Woo, 30-29, Lions. Go to 1-0 on the season. GAC starts at 0-1, but let me tell you something. Every single line contributed tonight. Every single line contributed. And Andrew Pinkston comes in, blocks the extra point, plays key defense in key spots of the game. Tom Bethay, every single snap getting after it. Our offensive line.
Henry Beery, game of his career. In the return game.
Stevie Bracey stepping up.
Yeah, the sophomore linebacker. And, of course, Blaine McAllister, our senior captain, just did everything tonight. He was spot on. His stats were amazing. And three of the best, two of the best touchdowns of his career and one of the best two-point conversions of his career, just skipping the tightrope. Coach Muschamp leading the cheers here. His victory on the Riverbank. Lovett wins it by 1 point on a blocked extra point.
Don't forget, the Lions are home next week against the Marist War Eagles. Should be a great ball game here on the Riverbank. Looking for any final statistics? You can see there's a lot of folks on that field right now. They're trying to get an interview with Andrew Pinkston if they can. Yeah, there's a big crowd of ultras down there. Lovett parents. All relishing the fact that these kids literally put everything into every snap tonight. Nobody took a down off. Give Logan Givens credit. He made a fantastic play coming up with the ball, raced inside the 5-yard line only to turn it over, but then he came back with several key catches down the stretch, especially one where he caught it inside the 20 and raced it down to the 16-yard line for a 34-yard pickup. Lots of exciting stuff that we cannot tell you how much we appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. Here's a replay of Pinkston's block of Nagel's extra point attempt. You can see him race in from the edge, and boy, he just sacrificed everything, and he knew he got it. I don't think anybody got near him. I don't think anybody got near him. And it was almost like he was shielded off, and they didn't pick him up. They didn't account for him. I think Andrew may have come off the other side. I think the other extra point block, and this is just a testament to special teams. Sometimes you have to just be relentless about all three phases of the game, offense, defense, and special teams. And our special teams play was exceptional tonight, even on the onside kick attempt. It's just great to know that the Ghost is having an engagement party tonight. That's exciting. Give a shout out to all that crowd. Charlie Smith, Sackman, Butchie, all you guys from that class of 2005 team. So we're looking to try and get down to the sidelines to see if we can talk to one of the Lovett players. Coach Muschamp's going on and on tonight. This is about as long as I've seen him talk after a win. So this is very exciting for the Lions to start this season 1-0 because we've got some really tough games coming up against Mary Persons, against Marist, before we even get into the meat of our region schedule. Not sure who's down on that sideline with us. Could be Grace. Hard to tell. We had a 7-7 ball game at the half, and then GAC scored on their first drive, and then we took it back down the field. And unfortunately, on a swing pass to Hollingsworth, we weren't able to get back on what was ruled a lateral. Tyler Bride picked it up and raced 70 yards for a GAC score, and all of a sudden we were down 23-7. But what the Lions did was block that extra point. They didn't just give up. They said, we've got to play every snap. They blocked the extra point, which gave us the chance to come back, make it 23-15, and then 23-23. So they're breaking up. We're hoping to get somebody down on that sideline with one of our intrepid sideline reporters. Not many final scores out there along the network. Either that or nobody at Score Atlanta's keeping up with things. So Bennett Cowenberg's trying to Bennett Cowenberg down on the field is trying to get with Coach Muschamp or another player. Let's just give him a second to do that if we can. My wife will be happy to know that Gainesville beat Mary Persons tonight, 27-21. at City Park in Gainesville, across from the Dairy Queen. So our sports information director, Michelle Pope, as Coach Mike Muschamp. Let's see. Coach Muschamp is right at the 20-yard line. I see Sally Muschamp with him. As you can see, the Lions won in overtime, 30-29 over GAC. And we're still trying to get one of our sideline reporters.
Coach, after such an amazing win, what is going through your head? How are you feeling right now?
Well, I'm so excited for our kids. We've had a long, hard camp. It's been incredibly hot, and they have battled through. They found a way to battle through it, not an excuse to not fight through it. I was really proud of them. I was really proud of their effort tonight, their intensity, but I was most proud of the character they showed. It would have been really easy down 20-7 going into the fourth quarter. Just decided it's not going to happen tonight, but they found a way to make it happen. So I'm really excited for them.
Thank you so much, Coach. Thanks so much for watching, and go Lions!
Well, that was a great job, guys. Fantastic. We're looking forward to next week. We want to tell you that we want to give production thanks real quickly to ESE Networks, Todd Woodruff and Randy Brightman, Michelle Pope, Ted Gilbreth, our sports information director, our athletic director, Mike Harner, our assistant athletic director, Katie Johnson, assistant athletic director, Betsy James, our athletics coordinator, Rachel Best in network control, Jim Clausen, our production, John Jerikitis, our engineer, Tommy Wiggs, camera, Alan Goodwin for media support, our spotter, and we're just fortunate to have all those folks tonight. Lily Siegel, Brandon Holmes, Maya Palmer, all helping us in this broadcast. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter, @LoveItAthletics, and we will move towards week 2 of the 2019 season here on the Riverbank against Marist next week. For Tommy Wiggs, Ward Jones, and all of our production crew, we remind you our time is up, and we thank you for yours. Your final score from the Riverbank: the Lovett Lions 30, the GAC Spartans 29. We will see you next week.
Lovett Football is brought to you by the Lovett Lionbackers, Ruth's Chris Steakhouse, the steak dinner done right, First Landmark Bank, bank smart, bank local, Melwood Springs Natural Spring Water, Atlantic Grill, your neighborhood grill, Play It Again Sports Buckhead, your neighborhood sporting goods store, Concord Pharmacy. When you have your health, you have everything. The Metro Atlanta YMCA. Here for Atlanta. Here for good. And by ESE Networks.